Well, we got a loaded chat to start. And it looks like they're here for the big announcement. Maybe we got 28 people here. A lot of people on Twitter, too.
There we go.
Stay tuned in, people. But apologies for the lateness. Welcome back to the Big Blue in the Bronx channel, everybody. Boys and Big Apple podcast. Luca's got a surprise behind backstage, and apologies for being late. Had to pick up Luca from work. Obviously, he works in the supermarket, and people like to shop at 7:55 when the shop closes at 8. John, how are you doing on this fine evening? Our last show of the 2023 year, and again, folks, we do have the big announcement coming up at 8:30. So
it is a very cold Monday here on the East Coast. All right, I'll tell you that. But I got Monday Night Football on, so guys, remember we still got our Book of Wonder picks right in here. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that sub button, hit the like, comment, do all the good stuff, share out with us. But two things I want to start off. Ready?
Okay.
So I guess one is really quickly. I guess we know that it is Luca's fault while we're late.
Luca's fault. Oh, well, yes and no. Yes and no.
But roll call to the chat. Shout out Jacob, Barbara, Shane, Armin, Brad, Dennis. Never seen you here before. So
Brian.
if you hit that sub button.
Yes. What's up, guys?
Brian, Sunil, everyone here. Guys, like
Give
it
me
up.
1 sec. Give me one sec.
problem.
I got to do something real quick.
God. We're gonna have him outfit change. We're gonna have your brother.
It's gonna be real interesting
already.
But shout outs to everybody here.
Ow.
It's a kitty cat.
It's the new kitty in the house. His name's Loki.
Is this Siamese?
Yep.
Figured.
He is all torture.
Well, what's up to everybody in chat? I know there's a lot of names going through. Even the people on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, give these guys a follow. I mean, I know it's not in the description of Twitter because there's not like YouTube connection, but also subscribe on YouTube. By the way, we're 17 subs away from 1.7K. And also, what's up to Dennis and Golden Raz? He says, "Bring me my cat back."
So what's up? The cat over the Brian.
Oh, he doesn't even like Brian.
Yeah, he didn't even like Brian. He didn't like
He
Brian.
doesn't like being held for too long. It's his problem.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of cats. But as I said, also, by the way, at the end of the show, of course, we will showcase. We have 2 missing clips only because it was a matter of time. But we have our end of the year video that we're gonna put out, and also I forgot to grab the certain thing upstairs, but that's okay because we have a lot of segments to get through first. I advertised it just a teeny tiny pinch on the graphic that we have, but folks, we're at 9 likes already. Let's get those likes up, folks.
There you go, guys.
Let's do it.
Talking about.
What's the status on Luca?
Luca is gonna give us a uniform change.
Oh God. I already know what's coming.
So
Why?
he did play Mickey Mouse a couple of weeks ago. He's playing somebody else this time around, but he's got to get some things going. Brian, how are you?
I can't do it.
Oh, okay, Mickey Mouse. Okay. How are we, Mickey?
We're doing okay. We're doing okay. If you're talking about the football weekend, I'll tell you straight out. I'm sure you guys have seen a couple posts I made about Baker Mayfield, some of the incredible things they did with that offense. We've had some debating whether or not it is actually Joe Barry that's the reason he played so well. Is it actually the fact that the Packers are a decent team and Baker decided we're going to snap out of it and play incredible? There's a lot of things I've been wondering, but you know what? I love the statistics I read that he is the only quarterback in the history of Lambeau Field, which is since 1957, to ever posted a perfect passer rating as a visiting quarterback. The only one in NFL history to do it in Lambeau. And it was not a close game. And they played really well. More importantly, I'll throw this out there for you guys because I know you guys probably be in the linebacker market next year for somebody, Giants or Jets.
Giants.
Devin White's probably not coming back. I don't know if you guys heard that story.
I heard that. Yeah. Was he a healthy scratch?
He was actually healthy and active off the injury report, and they put him on the bench and they kept KJ Britt in. And Britt has been incredible. And the defense, since he's been out, the team's 3-0 since he's been hurting out. We haven't lost since he's been out of the games and hasn't played. So now we have an issue going on. Maybe this is Devin White's last year in Tampa. He could be moving on, and Tampa will figure something out. Maybe stick with Britt. Got a lot of questions there, but I'm getting more cautious optimistic now with Tampa. Cautious optimistic. 7-7. I'm not jinxing anything. I'm going to say I hope we make the postseason now. I don't want to make
All
it.
I'm seeing,
I don't want to see what they do.
All I'm seeing, and now you guys can't see it because you're not an admin on StreamYard, but all I'm seeing is just part of this uniform. And this is just going to be something else.
No.
But Dennis says he is a Yankee, Ranger, and Knicks fan from Canada. Okay, Dennis. Well, you've come to the right place. By the way, what's up to Bill in the chat? Who is a member? He says I already hit the like button. He already used the custom emotes. He said, just realized I never had used your custom emotes. Now you have. And that's what happens when you're a member. You can use the custom emotes and do all the good stuff. So can't wait. John, I never got your formal first thoughts.
What up, guys? Well, we got some surprises and announcements for y'all on this episode. Our last episode of 2023 is we're 2 weeks away from the new year, which will also have a lot of content for y'all. But Knicks go in tonight, have a late game, finishing up the West Coast trip. They have two. They have is it one or two more? I think it's the last game of the West Coast trip tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Against
they play the Lakers.
They play the Lakers tonight, so that unfortunately has not started. We got also the MLB sweepstakes for the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who's never thrown a pitch in the MLB level yet, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yes, big topic. Fucking
as big, huge topic there. We still have the baseball off season, which has been circulated. Some moves have been made. Dodgers obviously. Otani, they trade for Tyler Glasnow, give up Emmanuel Margot, they give up Ryan Pepio and Johnny DeLuca in the deal, two good prospects. So, we're still there. A lot of free agents still available. So, again, we got a miles way to go. We also got Monday Night Football on, if anyone has that in the background. But I'm waiting for your damn brother. The hell did he go?
He's coming soon. I promise that. Uh-oh. He's ready.
He's ready?
All right. Here's the interlude, everybody. Here's the little intro into what's happening, right? So a few weeks ago, maybe actually months ago, about 2 months, I would say about 2 months ago, he kind of told us about this opportunity he had for a certain job.
No.
It's a nickname that and this was credited because right, who's one of our great supporters, got me the Yankee flag, got me all sorts of things. He got this for Luka because this was such a coined thing that happened. And honestly, it has to be it's not in the final video we're going to have today, but it's going to be in the final video that'll be released in like a week or so. So anyway, is everybody ready?
I'm ready. Do your worst.
Give me a second, folks. I'm moving stuff around. I have the costume on. I just want everybody to see it in full. Oh
my God.
I can't wait.
I am moving my desk as we see it. I don't want to keep moving the camera. So just give me 1 second. Bear with me, folks. I want to say what's up to y'all. I apologize for being late. Some people like to shop at a store that closes 8 o'clock at 7:55 right before closing. That's why.
What else is new?
I promise you, he's not the profile pic, which is a lion clown. No, it's
a lion clown. That's what it is. I thought it was just a clown.
No, it's a clown. It looks like a lion.
Give me a
second.
It's
just a clown with furry ears.
Yeah,
give me a second here.
That's
folks.
Luca's thing of a clown. So,
Alex, I'm going to need you to eject me out of here real quick.
No hesitation.
Luca, give me a thumbs up when you're ready.
We don't have to. Last time we were on here.
This is nice.
What a way to end the year. What a way to end the year.
This is. Is it Halloween already?
Are you chewing a box?
It might be.
Oh God, we got Alex. We're the only two normal ones on tonight.
Yeah.
Okay? We got one
ready,
with a
Luca?
cat. All right, we got another one doing.
Thumbs up. All right, who's ready?
I'm not.
Brad got it correct.
Oh my God.
In the words of AJ Soprano, I look like a turtle jerk off. I got the gloves. See, this thing ain't working, but I got the little headband. I got the little tutu.
Oh my God.
You know, all the people will ask us in 20 years, what have we become?
What have we become is absolutely right. Now, let me ask you this.
You gonna do a little dance for us?
It's nightmare fuel.
No. Oh my God. Okay, that was cringy enough. Stop.
No. Please.
Anyways, should I keep this on for the entire show? Yes or no?
No, as a
I
friend,
think the intro is
With
good
what we're
enough.
gonna do, I
No.
would recommend you don't.
no.
I'm gonna say
Oh
the
my-
intro is good enough.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, right? It took me a few minutes to put this on, and obviously Hayes sent this to me. He's the obvious princess thing, whatever. This thing is so tight around my shoulders.
We'll use it for your workout. I don't know. But-
No almond. Well, you know what? The overall consensus is that people don't think I should wear this for the rest of the show.
I didn't think you should ever wear that.
Hey, listen. We had to honor Iz, but stop doing that.
Any more ballerina tricks you want me to pull out?
No, you could take it off and put on normal clothing or the Mickey Mouse ears.
I could do that.
Okay. All right. So we'll eject
I
you.
don't know what I
We
just,
you guys don't know what's coming next. Well, I mean, there's so many things coming next.
we got Kitty Cat Brian, we got Princess Luca.
John, me and you are the only ones. And we got 1 minute till our big announcement.
Yeah, so
You guys are right in the thick of it.
Brad, yeah, you're right, Brad. Nightmares and scarred for life.
I gotta reschedule my tweet. It's just like a little earlier, but 1 minute, and this is a big announcement. I must mind you that. So I'm gonna wait the how many seconds it takes, and then we'll get to the big cheese. The big cheese.
It's gonna be. I'm just gonna be moving my stuff back and putting on a hoodie.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've got time because in less than 30 seconds, we'll have You're very funny, Jay. Very funny. But also, I will ask everyone's individual thoughts about this thing. But we're gonna wait till my computer says 8:30. All right, folks.
Hold on.
Sox just popped in asking what the announcement is.
You're gonna see it in just a second. We got a promo video for it.
Yes, we do.
Luca, when do I have consent?
See if my camera fell down. You got to give me 1 second.
Luca, I could literally play this and you'll see it.
Just give me 1 second.
So we waited for Luca to open up the live stream. Now we're waiting for Luca for the announcement.
Shut your ass up. Okay, play it.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. In any way possible, there's a few things that have to be sorted out, but this channel will be part of the media coverage at the 2024 Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama.
It's gonna be incredible.
The week, I'll tell you. Hold on, I got my calendar right here. Obviously, the Twitter announcement just goes up in a few minutes, and I'll release the video on Instagram too. which is, I believe, is the 30th starts the practices, and the 3rd of February is the game. But I want to throw it over to, I mean, Luca's obviously doing whatever Luca's doing. I'll leave John for second to last. Brian, you're big in scouting prospects. Obviously, there's a couple of things that need to be figured out. I know for sure that I'm going, obviously. Brian, obviously, I called you about this opportunity. And as for right now, we're on board for everything. Your thoughts, man?
Listen, man, I'm excited. This is one of the first opportunities that we all get to really sit there and analyze prospects firsthand. You know, get to watch the tape, we're used to watching tape, watching film. Nothing's good being there. You go to a couple games and you're just like, okay, I kind of see what he's doing in the game, but you never really get to sit there and actually focus and analyze the players firsthand in person and have the opportunity to still interview them, be able to talk to them, hang out around the media rooms. There's so many levels to the beauty of the Senior Bowl that this could be so massive for the channel. So it's just a great privilege and opportunity for, everyone here. And I'm so happy that you guys are able to pull this off. It's going to be, no matter what happens, it's going to be incredible regardless.
All right, John.
Well, I'm excited for this when this event does happen, and getting this opportunity when I guess they do get back to all of us. Just being able to actually possibly talk to players, possibly watch them live and everything, and me and Luca have known that yet again, and I'm not bringing this up to have a big discussion on it, but the Jets have missed the playoffs for 13 years. So I'm used to looking at watching college football and watching top prospects for years now. So that is something that I've pretty much been doing since I was a teen. But if this would be like the bombshell that we've dropped on all of you, but as Princess down there or down below me is on mute, I'd like to get his reaction.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Obviously, John and Brian does more of the draft research than all of us, but it's just gonna be fun being there, interviewing the players. Obviously, doing your own research. Like we can be selfish if we want to, and what me and John could be like, what do the Jets need? We'll look at offensive line. We'll look at the Joe Alts, all these different guys. But just being up close in person, having that access is going to be wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, I put in a request maybe about a week ago, and they got back to me within a few hours, really a few days actually. But obviously, we'll thank you guys obviously over the whole show today. But this wouldn't be possible without y'all. I know they get a lot of media in there, they get a lot of social people and all these other different things, but obviously me and Luca have been out there, doing credential stuff for our school, but this is the first legit opportunity that this channel will get to experience itself and, be able to make connections and all those sort of different things. What was I going to say? Sox has missed it. Damn it. Well, Sox, I mean, we're going to the Senior Bowl. And we're going to be looking at players. We're going to be interviewing players, and we got credentials accepted that. So that's the announcement. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Going to watch the Eagles get us a better pick out of what we got from Leonard Williams. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you, Bill. Jacob says, just don't bring Mansell. He will screw up the whole trip.
Damn.
Come on, man.
He'll probably buy the wrong plane ticket.
I do have the rosters, though, the accepted invites so far.
Yeah, the rosters aren't made up. It's just invitees and all that sort of stuff. But
I will say there's definitely some big names here. In the quarterback market, not really anything major. The two main guys you got to focus on, actually three of them. Michael Pratt from Tulane will be there. Spencer Rattler will be there, and so will Joe Milton III. And in terms of O-line, which I saw somebody say.
Remember, Rattler used to be a top guy. Now he's he was at South Carolina this year. So,
and let's also add on the big O-line that people were talking about. The only guy who could possibly take some attention away from Joe Alt, which is Graham Barton. He
at a Duke.
Yep. Oh man, this is gonna be again. Like I said to Luca this morning, I'm like, one of the biggest things I'm most excited about this show is just making the announcement that we're gonna be there. So, Knicks Nation says, Congrats to all of you guys. All 4 of you do a great job on here, and hopefully, you guys achieve big things in the future. Well, we appreciate that, Knicks Nation.
Thanks
Alex,
for the
I wish
love,
you could go
Knicks
on
Nation.
Manningcast. That would be ultimate. Yeah, maybe one day if I get absolute famous. So, I will say 2 things. Right, I'm thinking we're taking this up to like 10:15, 10:30, and then we'll project the video that we have, and also maybe a little bit before that, we do have a little other thing that was Brian's idea, which I won't say, but if you looked at the graphic, you'll kind of get an idea. So maybe about 10 o'clock, 10:15, as people are honking like fucking assholes outside. Typical New York. But should we do an Immaculate Grid, or should we get into some baseball?
Immaculate Grid. Warm
Okay.
up.
Grid.
Let's do a
Grid.
warm-up
Give it a shot,
exercise.
sure.
right,
Which
it
sport we
is-
doing first?
It's up to you guys.
Can we just do baseball?
I want to see we'll do baseball first, definitely.
All right. Screw
do
this.
baseball.
Screw damn football. I'm annoyed still, but whatever.
Oh, come on. This could be really difficult.
No, we got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. Let me just see what the football one has. Football one is a little bit easier, but we'll stick to baseball first. All right. And of course, chat and Twitter chat too. Remember, on Twitter, you could actually be in chat now. So it's really fun with
That's
that, which I didn't
awesome.
even know until a few days ago. What's up to Aiden in the building? What's up, man? Hope all is well. All right, so we got the Immaculate Grid going. And guys, just send us some ideas of who could be here. Was Jeremy Adfelt or a Felt or whatever the hell his name was a Cub? I don't think so. No, he wasn't.
I don't think he was. Trying to think. We got Mariners there. Okay.
Yeah, they got really interesting with these, but I see a lot of good suggestions coming in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big Reese's fan, but we might obviously bring some back. Who knows?
I have one for Seattle and 100+ runs. Was Buhner one of those people?
I would have to think Jay Buhner is. I mean, I could see with that. Jay Buhner, maybe Joey Cora. Was it 100+ run season? Yeah, Jay Buhner was one.
All right. The obvious guy for Mariners Cubs that I'm thinking is Jamie Moyer.
Joey Cora is also an option.
Jamie Moyer is the first guy.
Carlos Silva.
For which one?
Cubs Mariners.
That's another good one. Yeah.
I think played third baseman in 1 game. So I got to think of an infielder of anybody that really played for any of these 3 teams.
Mike
True.
Morgan, he was a pitcher, but he played for both back in, I think it was the 80s. He was a pitcher, maybe the 90s too.
I'm trying to think. Let me see something. Hopefully, it's probably gonna. Let's see. Oh, I got one for Pittsburgh, and it's really rare. Luca will know the name. I'm pretty sure you guys won't. You guys ready for this one? And this is going to be the answer because it's so rare. Played third base, minimum 1 game. Cole Figueroa.
I don't know that name.
Former Yankee.
It's a pretty
Oh
good
my
name.
Gosh.
Yep. Cole Figueroa.
Pretty good name, man.
All right. Let's see. So, what was the pitcher you said from the 80s or something, John?
Mike Morgan.
Mike Morgan. Which category?
Mariners Cubs.
Lucas, should we go with that? Okay, he says yes while he's eating. Mike Morgan. Was that 78 to 2002?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I know he was in the 80s. Yep.
2%. Okay.
There we go.
All right. I don't think maybe he was a Cub. Nate Shearholtz.
Yeah, he was a Cub.
He was. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true. That could be a guess.
Trying to think of third baseman too. Obviously for the Mariners,
I think I might have one for the Giants, and not the New York Giants.
Was Edgar Renteria a Cub?
believe he might have been. Believe so.
Marco Scudero for third base in San Fran.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Marco Scudero. Former Sock. 0.6%.
Nice. Good one.
Did I miss the big announcement? When is the wedding? Well, we're going to the Senior Bowl, so. But Aiden, I do see your questions. I am starring them. Because our baseball discussion obviously is next, and I also see some of the suggestions we're getting in chat a little bit. Seattle and third base.
Oh, Armand has a really good one for Seattle. I didn't even think of it.
Which one is that?
100+ runs. He said Harold Reynolds.
I didn't even. That's interesting. Okay.
One Biggins ever play third base for the Mariners?
He might have.
All right,
Fucking
so
Brendan Ryan, useless piece of shit, never did.
obviously,
I got a Cubs Giants one for you.
Okay.
Mark DeRosa.
Okay, that could work.
Yeah, the whole MLB Network lineup.
Obviously, for the Giants, the obvious ones: Mel Ott, Willie Mays, and Barry Bonds all scored 100 runs.
Right.
Trying to think of someone not that obvious.
Let me see if this guy was. Does he qualify? Correct. He does not qualify. Damn. Okay. I have two other guys in my mind. Let's see about that, and then we'll go back. Damn, this guy doesn't qualify either. And then we got one more in my head.
Was Jeff Kent a Cub? I don't think he was, but it's just to throw it out there.
Damn it.
Jeff Kent wasn't a Cub, but he was a Giant, and I'm pretty sure he did score 100 runs.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're right. Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent. So that's
Should
a good
we do
one.
that?
Yeah, we could do that. That's a good
Giant
one.
and 100 runs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because he was an MVP before, if I'm not mistaken.
12%.
Yeah, it was kind of an obvious one a little bit. Just because he's like a cold hero for the Giants.
And if he's not in the Hall of Fame, he's still a well-known player. All right, played third base, Seattle. I'm trying to think.
Another one for Giants Cubs. It might be a little more obvious because it's way more recent, but like Tommy LaStella.
That's okay. Keep that one in your head, Brian. Let me see. I think I got one. For the Seattle Mariners. This guy always comes to the Yankees Old Timers Day. Scott Bradley.
Okay.
Not bad. All right. Did Paul Mahomes ever play for the Cubs?
I want to say he did.
Because I think you can do Cubs Pirates with him.
He might have been a Giant too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was a Pirate. He was also a Cub. So
we'll do it that. Pirates Cubs.
Paul Mahomes?
Yes.
Pirates Cubs. Paul Mahomes. 0.6%. Okay. 3 more to go. 100-run season. I think I did say Joey Cora for 100 runs. Joey Cora.
Okay.
I didn't even know Joey Cora was that good.
Okay, Luca. Trying to see anyone else that we could possibly think of. I'm going to think of one more guy. If this guy isn't it, then I'll go with Joey Cora. Yeah, I'm going to go with Joey Cora. Wasn't he a Met coach?
Cora?
I think he was.
Joey Cora was.
He was a base coach.
Yeah. Yes.
I
was thinking of Alex Cora for a sec because he played for us.
All right.
That's true.
101-run season for the Pirates.
And the
Oh wait, I got one. I think he used to play for the Mets. My gosh, Jason Bay.
Oh,
Yes.
that's terrible.
There we go.
Don't ever say that.
I had it for a second. I had to pick myself up. There we go. That was it.
Jesus Christ, Jason fucking Bay.
Otherwise, a cop out would have been Roberto Clemente.
What a headache.
Or it could have been like Craig or Jack Wilson.
True.
Could have been.
Cubs and San Fran to finish it off.
Do you want to do DeRosa? Or do you want to do Estella?
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else.
Because DeRosa played for like 8 different teams. He's too easy to guess.
The one other guy I'm thinking of is like not Barry Bonds, but Bobby Bonds played for both.
Yeah, he did play for both.
Did Alex Wood ever play for the Cubs?
I believe he did.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah,
No,
Brian
he didn't.
Giles could have been used also. Yep.
No, he didn't. Let's try this, the ultimate one. This one's like a cheat code. So we're looking at Giants Cubs, right?
I mean, the obvious one was Chris Bryant because he got traded from the Cubs to.
Damn it.
Giants.
Okay, so that's not going to fit.
Roger Hornsby did.
Someone guessed Matt Duffy. Let's see if he fits. So he was a Cub. He was a Giant. Matt Duffy works.
I mean, okay, we can go with that.
You said you had one that works.
I was gonna say Ryan Terrio.
Ryan Terrio.
I remember him. So we do go with Terrio or Matt Duffy?
We'll go with Knicks Nation. We'll go with Matt Duffy.
All right. Rarity score 20. Pretty solid, except for Jeff Kent, but that's okay.
Pretty good, guys. Pretty good.
It's always okay. All right. Now, so we did have some questions come in the chat about our baseball topic. Let me go because we're going to talk about Yamamoto in just a second. I do want to get to some of the other ones. I hope Yamamoto signs tonight. I don't think he will. I think it's going to be a little bit. Should we get Soler, meaning the Yankees? No. We got enough outfielders, and he's more of a power guy.
I honestly think Yamamoto signs maybe toward the end of the weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, maybe even Christmas Eve.
I think Thursday, Friday.
Okay, yeah.
That's when he signs.
Maybe he could be a nice present for me, gift wrapped under the tree just for the New York Mets.
But who said he was going to the Mets?
I said hopefully. I didn't say it was confirmed.
I'm going to tell you what I know.
Okay.
I always got a little bit of something I know. I always do when it comes to baseball. So I'm going to tell you the little thing I know.
Okay.
I expect him to have signed by Thursday.
Okay.
The expectation he'll sign by Thursday. That's the expectation. If you're talking about the top 2 teams right now, kind of obvious who it is. After the Glass now trade, the Dodgers are practically out in my mind, and to a lot of people. So it's really the battle of New York for this. Which is funny because yesterday I saw Yankee fans freaking out because they said, well, apparently Yamamoto requested the second meeting with the Yankees so hastily and last second. But guess what? He also requested the second one with the Mets too.
Yeah.
So that doesn't prove any difference. My guess, if you want the truth,
I didn't think so either.
The Yankee fans aren't going to like this. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think the Mets gave him an offer that was higher than what the Yankees gave, and he's going where he's going to make the most money. So if I had to put a number on it, I'm thinking 350 plus right now for Yamamoto from the Mets. And if that's the case, that's definitely more than the Yankees would do, which last time I heard, the average he was looking at was 300 for most teams, which would include the Yankees. So let's say the Mets gave him a 350 offer. He went over and said to the Yankees, can you match it? And so this is just a result of whatever happened. If the Yankees could match it, he's going to be a Yankee. If they couldn't match it, he will be a Met. It's a money thing at this point. But the expectation, hopefully he'll sign by Thursday. But you guys know these things are fluid. Things change. Momentum changes. We'll see.
What are you, Aaron Boone? These things are fluid?
No, I'm adding that on because the last time I talked about it, I talked about the Blue Jays being a front runner for Ohtani. And they were. They were. And then all of a sudden it was out the window. Something changed.
Yeah, but me and Armand were like one of the first conspiracy theorists. I don't know who else was. I feel like there were more conspiracy theorists out there.
Armand asked about the posting fee. I think it would. I think it would include it.
Interesting. But I was one of the first people that said the Dodgers are clearing this money to go get Ohtani when he's a free agent. And boom, what happened?
Yeah, no, I think I might have said that during the year at some point.
Yeah, I feel like someone from this camp said it. Now, let me ask you a question before we go back to Yamamoto and some of the other stuff. Do we think Ohtani was very much overpaid? Or do we think the deferring is good or whatever the case may be?
So define overpaid as in the full $700 million or in the $2 million he's making a year for 10 years?
Well, make it a discussion. Classify.
If you're going off the value of the deal where he basically gets Bobby Bonilla, but more terrible, I would say I wouldn't have paid him that.
Okay.
If you're talking about the full value of $70 million a year, that is risky only because in the state of California, people forget about taxes.
Right.
And how much money is going to get taken away. Like when we found out, oh my gosh, Trout is the highest paid player in baseball's history. Great. We found out he was only going to keep about 52% of that money because the other 48 was going away in taxes. Similar situation with Ohtani. He's going to lose half that money if he were to do that outright. So he would have had 360 million, 375 instead of actually having his full 700. So by doing it this way, he's saving himself more money at the end, and he's got plenty of advertising money. So for the Dodgers, it's a sound deal. And who knows? Let's see how many championships they win in the next 10 years. That's what it comes down to. Can the results outweigh the money that they'll have to pay when it's all over? Because when it's over, they got to pay him like $68 million a year afterwards.
I think they said something along those lines of, it's going
They'll
to keep
probably be able to
the,
shrink it down, but we'll see.
They said something like someone said something along the lines of it's going to keep up with the inflation or something like that. But
so it'll probably drop down a bit, maybe go down to like the 40s over time, but that's fine. Not a big deal. He doesn't care. He's going to be making $46 million a year alone in advertising because of the stuff he's doing in Japan and domestically.
Yeah. Luca, your thoughts?
I mean, you look at the biggest contract. What was the previous biggest contract in North American sports history? But
Messi.
Messi.
Messi, yeah. Messi.
Going to Inter, he got $555 million and ownership in a club.
I was talking about average annual value.
Oh, he was going to make. Oh, yeah. I think he was supposed to be making like $55 million a year in his contract. And that would be the highest average, but
I'll say the deferred money is definitely risky if you don't win a championship. But I think I don't know. I think 70 million is a little too much for Ohtani. He's a great player, we all know that, but I've yet to see him on a winning team, and I guess we're going to see him now. So I don't know. I just don't believe 70 million was that number. Could have been a little lower.
Okay. Now, obviously, I'm not even going to spoil it. John.
No, go ahead. Go spoil it.
No, I was going to say, because remember you and Donald had that debate about Ohtani and Judge, which will be shown, by the way, because of particular reactions in the what do you call it? The video later on. But, what are your thoughts on this whole Ohtani thing?
Well, I still think he's the best player in the game, but the Dodgers have, are taking big risks now because that's what they, with Friedman and this front office, has had to do. Obviously, you look at last year as a big failure for them, getting bounced by their division rival, the Diamondbacks, after also failing the past few postseasons since 2020. Haven't been able to go far since that shortened season World Series. And you look at it, right? You sign Ohtani. No one thought it was going to be $700 million. We were talking about the contract predictions. We were thinking maybe 550, maybe 600, around there. That was what was reported. That's what we were kind of speculating. But nobody thought 700 mil. And then nobody thought that, as I'm looking at Brian's little avatar, it caught me off guard. But nevertheless, Shohei Ohtani is not only the highest paid player, which, like Brian said, how many championships are you going to get in 10 years is going to determine how much that contract's worth. Because if they don't win with him, again, baseball is never about the best players and the best, in one. It's about who is hot at the right time. Because we've seen a bunch of teams, make the World Series with 80, 85 wins. And, the highest payroll, the Mets learned last year that it doesn't guarantee that you go far. Yankees were up there too in payroll. It doesn't guarantee that you go far.
Look at the Diamondbacks, for example.
Yeah, Diamondbacks, perfect example. Didn't really spend a whole lot. Not that they were like bottom feeders, not that they have poor ownership. They do have some good players and some stars on that team, but nobody thought they would come out. And you look at, Ohtani, it is a risk because he's a DH and a pitcher, but right now he can't pitch because of the UCL. So that's a risk they're going to have to take. They also took the risk, even stepping it up further with Tyler Glasnow, a guy they gave over $100 million another contract with an extension for another 5 years, and he's had arm issues throughout his career, and they gave a pretty good prospect, and I think that's going to add up a lot of salary. So you hope that they have some homegrown depth and some guys that bounce back because you don't know what else they can do in order to try and solidify a World Series in LA.
And it's not just World Series. It's multiple World Series.
Oh, yeah. I mean, throughout 10 years.
Yeah, it's not just, and I think a lot of people are like, not that we are, but a lot of people are getting off the page. Oh, yeah, they got to win a World Series. Like, I mean, I get it. Personally, I thought the Dodgers win in 20 was a fluke thing. It was a Mickey Mouse thing. Personally, me. But they have to win multiple championships with Ohtani, at the helm. And I do think it was more risky, and I don't know how that's going to work out. And I get it. He's one of the best players, actually the best player in the sport. But it's just like he doesn't have an arm to pitch with. And how much is that going to affect him hitting-wise? So, again, that's kind of where, like, and I'm not here to talk about, like, well, we can if we want to, but obviously there's other things to get to. It's just how this is going to impact future contracts like Juan Soto. I brought this up to Armand and all of us in the chat. I think it was I think John brought it up in the Armand chat, or somebody did. Someone brought it up in the chat we have. And I'm like, this is going to impact the Juan Soto deal. And it was Afram who was talking to us yesterday, and he was saying that he doesn't expect Juan Soto back after this year because it's just a 1-year thing. And you wonder where the Yankees are going to be at with the money, and then Giancarlo Stanton comes in.
That's what I said. I said the Stanton thing yesterday.
So, and
you have
again,
to trade him, but the question is, can they do it? They have to see what he looks like when the season starts. If he looks slow again, they'll try to move him at the deadline. I guarantee you.
Not right now. You can't trade him.
I know. I'm saying they're going to see if he looks better to start the season. At the midway point, if he still looks sluggish, batting his low 200, almost 190 average, with only a couple homers here and there, and he's injured again, they're going to try to trade him. And I'm telling you that not as someone who's saying it might happen. I'm saying it as a guarantee. They're going to explode the trade option.
They probably will, but they're going to have to eat money on that contract.
Oh, yeah.
There is no way that they're trading the full salary because, my God, it is like there's some awful contracts in baseball. That's up there right now, one of the bad ones.
Not like Ellsbury, but it's bad.
No, it's not. It's not.
We haven't touched those levels yet.
It's not that. It's not as bad as like an Anthony Rendon with the Angels or something like that, but.
Or Chris Davis.
The worst thing the Yankees have done since not bringing back Gardner for a retirement tour.
Wait, what did he say?
I said it'll be the worst thing the Yankees have done since they didn't bring Gardner back for a retirement tour.
Hey, Brian, newsflash. They brought Gardner back for 3 retirement tours.
And he was still hitting better than half the team.
No, listen. Look, all jokes aside, I would have preferred him over Aaron Hicks in 2022.
I would have liked to see him as bench coach this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should go into coaching because I think he's got that leadership. But the bunch of soy boys on Twitter got mad when him and Garrett Cole had a little fucking spurt. And I'm just like,
soy boys.
They're fucking soy boys. Seriously. Get Brett Gardner off this team. He sucks. It's like, dude, go get a job. I asked Luca and Alex if the Yankees landed Yamamoto, are you ready for 1 year of Soto? That's essentially what it comes down to. Especially if you don't. Yankees should bring Matt Carr. Bring him into camp. Be considered like a great piece on this roster. Like he's not what he was 2 years ago. And someone like overstated like how bad his contract was. I'm like, dude, he's getting paid $5 million this year. Well, how is that a bad contract? That it's just like I don't know, but money eventually will come off the books with DJ, Rizzo, and Stanton. I mean, you don't see it too much with the defer because deferring is kind of like backloading essentially, and I don't know that you see that a ton in MLB because DJ's getting paid consistently, Rizzo's getting paid consistently, Stan's getting paid consistently, and I think someone brought it up yesterday that this is the last year that the Miami Marlins give Yankees money for Stanton, I think. Don't quote
That
me.
means it's easier to move him. Easier.
Guys argue it happens. Too many drama queens overreacted for Nicole and Gardy arguing. Yeah, that was I was just like I'm like, dude, fucking grow up. Like so people are just soy boys. But back to the Yamamoto thing. Obviously it's gonna come down to money. It's gonna come down to all right, I'll put it this way. I'll ask Brian first, and then I'll get the general opinion of John and Luca. Do you think it's going to – obviously, we've talked about money, right? The Mets are probably going to spend a little bit more than the Yankees in that area because Yamamoto's their prized possession right now. Do you think there's any other exterior factors and where does Yamamoto decides?
Here's how I'll put it. And this is what's making it a little bit rough, why so many teams aren't as many in as you think. So, like, for a guy like Yamamoto, who had the year he had in the Japan League, you would expect at least 10 teams to be in on him and bidding heavy and doing what they got to do. The reason why it's down to only 3 or 4 teams is because the years. I don't know if they've talked about that. This is a 25-year-old pitcher who wants to stay with one team his whole career. That is what's making this interesting. And there are many situations of times where guys came over from Japan or Korea and they did not pan out. And they did not play well. And they got some bad contracts. The Yankees know one far too well. And I don't want to bring up his name because I don't want to disrespect the dead. Now, with this case specifically, we're talking from what I've heard 12 to 13 years. 12 to 13-year deal for a guy like Yamamoto. That has been offered. The guy is 25 years old. If he plays that full contract, he won't be done until he's 37 or 38. He might possibly be trying to negotiate opt-outs with no opt-outs in his contract, where he has to stay there, a no trade clause. If that happens, that's why I'm saying you're going to have probably only 2 teams who'll be willing to commit to that. To a guy who still hasn't thrown a pitch in MLB baseball, by the way. At 25 years old, still hasn't thrown a pitch yet. We don't know if he can handle MLB batting. We don't know if he can handle the intensity that the MLB
It's going to be a learning curve like there was for Kodai Senga.
Exactly. Unless you're Kodai Senga. He started out a little rough, right? He started a little rough job.
Yeah, the control was a little off, but that second half was like so much better than his first, and he was just dominant, man. He was one of the best.
It was magical.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal number 2 guy to have in your rotation.
Yep, and Yankees had a little tough time with Masahiro Tanaka in the beginning. He wasn't lights out to start, but by the midpoint, he had really blossomed and done a lot better, and he was a solid rotation pitcher for the Yankees for years.
But that's also, I want to point out, he is 25, so that is the bright spot. Like, you have this guy for at least a decade plus. And most pitchers, when they hit the market, they're up their late 20s, early 30s, all that stuff. So this is a guy that you're gonna get, and it's almost like bringing a prospect up. I mean, maybe not a prospect, but it's almost like you're getting a young new face on a team, and you're simply just saying, hey, you're going to be a part of this franchise for years and years and years. It's not like he has an injury history. It's not like he's been beaten down or has a bunch of Tommy John surgeries or ACLs or anything like that to his arm, leg. So, I mean, and Wampag is a good comment here. It says, I think the succession rate has been fairly high with the Japanese players. I agree. Yeah. There's been a whole lot of Japanese players that have done well. Now, not everyone has been,
not everyone's been a star. If I could just, I don't mean to interrupt John, but there's a good piggyback point I want to make. It's not like they're busts and they're out of the league. Like Yu Darvish, Hiroki Kuroda, Tanaka, Kazu Matsui, former Met, Hideki Matsui.
You mentioned Matsuzaka, right? There's also Junichi
Suzawa. There's so many other guys, but
Takahashi Saito.
It just depends. Like, there's only a few names out of that bucket that have showed legitimate consistency and that could stay with one team. Like Matsui could have stayed with the Yankees his entire career. Obviously, Nick Johnson was more of a priority for Brian Cashman. Tanaka technically his whole MLB career was a Yankee, and he would
Don't forget Kuroda.
Kuroda was a
Dodger.
Dodger first.
He was a Dodger.
He was a Dodger first, and then he was with the Dodgers for a few years. I think it was like 2007 to 2012 or something.
Yeah.
2007 to 11, I think.
Yeah. Ichiro was one of the best examples. I think he's still underrated. I really love Ichiro. But it's just about the consistency. And again, like it depends on what team you approach about that longevity, about the security, because it depends on how they experience
another
it.
one, Ryu.
And Jin Ryu, that's another one.
I mean, everybody mentioned Seiya Suzuki, who actually wanted 2 off seasons ago. He really has. He's a solid player, but he hasn't really like popped off, should you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of flashes though.
And another player that's going to be hyped up soon, and I would say about a year or two coming here, is Murakami.
Right.
Well, you got another guy who's trying to work his way and try to go the Otani method right now, who wasn't supposed to be until next year. And if you guys know what I'm talking about. Yep, Sasaki, 22 years old.
Yeah, he's
22.
He's
You have to go
too.
through the amateur way, but he said he's willing to, jump right into it.
Shout out to Adam. I haven't seen him in the chat before, so definitely like and subscribe. Isn't the scouting more advanced nowadays with data analytics?
It is, but I'll tell you one thing, and I'm going to tell you something that every baseball player you talk to, they're going to tell you the same thing. The players themselves do not care about data points and analytics.
Yeah, it's about
they go by the fundamentals. They know how it's supposed to go. You go out there, you got to pitch the ball, you got to place it here, know what you're facing, know what they like, what they can't hit, where in the zone to place it where they know they can't hit. And that's it, and execute. It's always been that way with pitching and with hitting. You got to predict where the ball's going. You got to read. If it's a breaking ball, hold back. If it's a fastball, go. If it's a breaking ball and you can see it's high, it's going to jump into your zone. You know how it breaks on a certain pitcher. Go for it. Boom. It's all about mental. It's mental 100%. And the feel for the game. I really am not a big believer in analytics or data points. I really think it's about the way you're built up. I'll add that.
No, absolutely. And I'm going to piggyback off of that by saying, I don't know because I don't know how much do Japanese players and Japanese coaches care about analytics?
They care a decent amount. I mean, I'm sure they do. Knowing how MLB is now with how much analytics is stressed and made as a big deal, it has to be, discussed. It has to be a focal point. Because if you're going to keep bringing these guys and, bringing them over to the United States to play baseball, they are going to need to be up to date with the analytics and be up to date with MLB standards. And that would be one of the cases here. So, yeah, he's got a good point. Data points and lists are a big part of it. Definitely.
Yeah. Shouts to Pete in the chat, by the way. If you guys are Yankees fans, if whoever you are, go out and sub to NYU Underground, doing big things.
If you guys aren't following NYU Underground, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, especially Yankees farm. They've been working their asses off. More Japanese pitchers have succeeded than been bust. Arabu had some moments, but no consistency.
Yep, that was the guy I was trying not to say.
Oh yeah, Gawa was awful signing at the end of the day.
Yep.
And Jinru. Yankees did right for moving on from Matsui, but should never sign Nick Johnson. Hideo Nomo, yeah, that's another big game.
Hideo Nomo, the name.
Sasaki, Kenta Maeda. He's been like
Kikuchi. We forgot to mention.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, what about you say?
He's trash.
Now he is.
We also had from last
Wasn't
year.
Ji-Man Choi too?
I think he's Korean.
Yeah, I'm saying from the Korean league.
Yeah,
because again, the guys come in from the Korean and the Japanese league.
Yeah,
who's another one? Was Ha-Sung Kim also from there?
Yes,
he's Korean.
Okay, Fukudome.
Yeah,
Fukudome.
Ha-Sung Kim,
Fujinami.
Hell of a utility guy.
Fujinami.
What about, there's also a Shinsu-Chu.
Yep, Shinsu-Chu.
But the whole list of Japanese players.
I'm actually while we have this. I'm going to see what he did with, Baltimore last year, right? Because obviously
Fujinami was traded, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he had his opposing average is so much better.
Who was the closer for the Cardinals that was Japanese? I forget his name. It was recent memory.
Young Kim.
No. You're thinking, I said Cardinals, not Diamondbacks. I said recent memory Cardinals. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I'll look it up. Cardinals, Japanese.
I look at Japanese players coming in now to
rookie the Red Sox that I couldn't stand, and he pitched in that bullpen. He was always like
Koji Uehara.
Yep. He always was a nightmare to face and watch.
Killed the Yankees in 2013.
Massively. He was a beast.
The Red Sox won the World Series.
I could argue he was better than Papelbon at times. He was so good.
No, he was. Papelbon was just a dickhead. I look at Japanese players coming to the MLB. Now the rookie quarterbacks coming to the NFL. I feel players are more prepared because there's always risks and there will always be busts. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting comparison, Wop Bag, but I will also say that, Japanese pitchers tend to stay in the league a little more than those busts. I wonder why pitching market hasn't really gone up the way it should have. There's not a lot of great names.
Snell has been the only other major name people have looked at outside
I
of
sneeze at
Yamamoto.
his name. Achoo.
But what's crazy is, from what I know, if the Mets don't get Yamamoto and they miss out, they're immediately running after Blake Snell. Immediately.
No, I disagree. They're not.
I'm saying that's what the plan is. I'm not telling you what
No,
will or
it's
won't happen. I'm telling you what will happen.
It's not
I
going to.
know it.
Brian, they're going after Shota Umanga.
They're going to go after a manga? Okay, I don't think they're going to stop there. Seriously.
No, they're not going to waste money with Blake Snell because they don't want it. He has a qualifying offer. They don't want to give up any draft picks.
Oh, Wompbag with another good one. How about well-known Japanese pitcher Trevor Bauer?
I would actually take him.
Yeah, he's been cleared.
Big Stars legend.
Yeah, a lot of people were looking. I mean, there's the whole thing,
good,
but
man. He was
last year, for everyone focused on his first few games, then he just flattened out. He was good.
Sung Wano was the guy's name.
Up to Katie in the chat. What was the guy's name?
Sung Wano. He was Korean. He played for the Cardinals.
Well, I wouldn't be happy if they got Blake Snell because I think he's very overrated, but they're not going to go after him because of the qualifying offer. They do not want to give up any draft picks. That's not what Stearns and Cohen wants to do with their plan right now.
Wasn't there a debate a few weeks ago about getting rid of the qualifying offer from the MLB?
There might have been. I
feel like something happened with that. Zawa's another one. There's no dual citizenship in Japan, so technically Bauer is Japanese.
Also forgot about a key name, Yu Darvish.
We did mention him already. That's his own out. Strike one.
You know what that means.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
There's also Hironori Takahashi.
I bet you that there's a lot of names, there's a lot of things that were on people's bingo boards tonight, but Luka phasing out before Brian.
That was
I didn't think, I'm serious.
Dude, I'm all sugared up. I'm good, man.
Hold up. That's what you think on the bingo board, not him bringing out a freaking princess costume?
Well, yeah, because I mean, sure, but I didn't predict that he would come out and phase out before Brian. Obviously, I knew he was going
to. I didn't have on my bingo card tonight. He was going to look like a rejected drag queen, and then on top of that, he's coming out here zoning out before me, struggling to focus. What's going on, man?
No, I just didn't think you guys mentioned it. It's not a lack of focus. I heard that I was all in on the subject. It might have been passed by.
Okay.
Mets are not spending big money if they miss out on Yamamoto. They're going to save it for next year for Roki and possibly Soto. Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting scenario with him because if Soto does a Judge and has a massive monster year and wins like a MVP, let's say, for the Yankees, they didn't even win the World Series, the whole thing. He'll have done what he wanted to do, win a World Series with the Yankees, win the MVP. What else has he got to do? Stay in New York. He could easily leave and try to make the money Judge makes at minimum. He'll go and try to aim for $50 million a year. And the Yankees, knowing them, cannot afford that.
Right.
Not unless you get rid of the man himself, Giancarlo Stanton. That will open it all up.
Joe Shane Train, what's up? From Twitter says, I say Sasaki is going to the Yankees. I mean, I'd like to profile him a little bit more because I profiled Yamamoto. I want to take a look over these next few days a little bit more into Sasaki and Amanga. Because I know there's been talks there. And I think they said that the Giants are in on Amanga, I think, right?
Yeah, I feel like the floodgates for the pitching market's going to open up once Yamamoto signs. So you'll start seeing other deals fall in place.
It's like the domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
Tahidito Gucci. He played for the Sox. The White Sox.
The player.
White Sox.
Dice K was a disappointment after his rookie year when he fell off. He said he wants to play with Yamamoto. Okay, so
I'll say this: Sasaki's got more electric stuff than Yamamoto.
He does.
But he's still young enough where he can make a lot of mistakes and not learn from them. and not develop properly. So there's a lot more risk in having Sasaki than Yamamoto. There's some doubts in him. Like he's got electric
Yamamoto's
stuff,
more
don't get me
proven.
wrong, but it's all about control. That's what they're still trying to figure out with him.
And this is exactly what essentially kind of grouping the points here. What Joe Shane Train said. Dane thinks Sasaki is going to follow Yamamoto. So
It'd be great, honestly.
I tell you, it pretty much tells you all you need to know. So there's that. There's a manga that was talked about. Yeah, there's a couple other names and stuff like that. But any other stuff you want to talk about Yamamoto?
I'm good, man.
Okay. What was I going to say though? Anything else on? I know obviously there's been lots of stuff with this baseball off season. By the way, this is just like a small thing. Brian, what was your reaction to the Soto trade?
Oh yeah, I love that we're getting my reaction now. Honestly, we knew it was going to happen at some point. Didn't mean I was a fan of it, but after reading through the situation, what we gave up, the only thing I was upset about in the end, which could be a surprise to many, I was not happy about losing Higashioka, actually.
What?
Here's why. I'm going to explain to you why. It has nothing to do with this play. I've met him before. He's one of the nicest people in the world. And I grew up, he was the first player on the Yankees I physically watched go from the minors to the majors. When I was 8 years old, I was watching him play in Staten Island with the Yankees farm team. And I watched him go from there to Yankee Stadium, and I watched him for all these years. And it sucked because he is actually an incredible person, incredible human being, and it just hurts to watch a lifetime Yankee who gave 16 years to the organization, have to go. And he's been humble and amazing about it. That's the only guy I felt just a little tough. Again, it had nothing to do with his play because I understand. Statistically, he didn't hit well. We know that. He wasn't a strong hitter, wasn't a good hitter. He was a good defensive catcher. That was it. And, that's it. It's just a personal connection I have. I really like the guy.
All right.
That's the only reason. If you want me to be off the technical reasons, it was rough to lose Michael King. That was it. But you know what? Things had to be made. The outfield is solved. There's a lot of depth, a lot of opportunity. Now it's just about solving the pitching, and we'll see how that goes. And the bullpen, to me, looks pretty strong for right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think the bullpen actually is a little bit of a question. My personal opinion. Because you're only proven guys that can be more consistent than others. I'm taking a look right now.
Well, why does it go when he's healthy? When he's healthy.
Clay Holmes, which is not a good sign.
50-50.
Victor Gonzalez, which is, a little bit 50-50. And that's it.
I also think you shouldn't sleep
Tommy
on
Kahnle.
I was going to say, Kahnle, I don't think it's that bad.
No,
I like Kahnle.
Bullshit,
pretty
Brian
solid.
did the show for the holidays.
Listen, it's a personal connection. It's nothing about the player himself. It's me physically watching him grow up, essentially.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Connection. But the other guys, Nick Ramirez, Matt Crook, like a third of the year. Ron Marinaccio, who was horrible last year.
No rebound.
Ian Hamilton, Victor Gonzalez, who they traded from the Dodgers, Yendrys Gomez, Efros off Tommy John surgery, Clayton Beater, who's coming up from AAA, and Luis Heel, who's coming off Tommy John as well.
I like to re-sign Wandy personally.
I think they should.
We'll see. I know he's got some interest from other places right now, so he's exploring his options.
I don't want Soler. I think
I'll also add this. I didn't answer Jacob's question earlier. He asked me up earlier, what do you say? You buying the Yankees Monty rumors? Actually, yes. I have heard that that's a serious thing they talked about, but that's like a backup option. If they can't get Yamamoto, they'll go after Monty, probably. Try to bring him back. 16 million a year is what we're looking at right now for AAV. Which, again, not terrible, but it'll be a guy who's older, was pitching better a couple years ago when he was with us, and he's in a good trend. What'll that still look like when he comes back to the same system he wasn't pitching well in before?
Yeah.
The same management.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Montgomery as a Yankee was he never had an out pitch. He never had it. Yeah, he never had an out pitch with the Yankees, and somehow he fixed that with the Rangers.
And also, it was like, what was it? They wouldn't let him use his fastball.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him use that, and they wanted him to throw more breaking stuff, which
That's
Apparently,
why he never had an out pitch.
he wasn't comfortable. So
Yeah, it's also how much they want 3 lefties on a staff.
If he thinks he's going to get the Rodon contract, I want whatever he's smoking.
Well, I have to say this. There's no way he returns to the Yankees. Not after how his GM publicly bashed him. No way.
Monty?
Yeah, no, zero.
Remember that. Nothing. It's never too late for something.
There's no way they're getting Montgomery back.
Also, the same thing with Yankees and Soto. When Jeter said it during the season last year, that the Yankees were going to go after Soto, people laughed at him.
That's way different though. They never bashed Soto. They bashed their own player, Brian. They sat up there and said he can't pitch in a playoff game. And boy did he prove everyone wrong. And boy did he prove them wrong. How stupid does Brian Cashman feel today for letting him go?
Good point.
Harrison Bader was
Harrison Bader,
1 year, 1.5 year thing.
If that was the amount of games he played.
It's true.
As Giants fans, we want Seahawks lose tonight because we have their second round pick. That's true. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Merry Christmas. Yankees don't even score runs for Monty. Yeah, that tended to be the trend while he was a New York Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be too soon. Cashman, it's your fault for trading Monty. You should have stayed if the Yankees don't score runs for him anyway when he was a Yankee. I just feel like because there wasn't too many names that like appetized me when it came to the backup like pitching market because I think we talked about this yesterday actually. Like I looked at the list I had him like Lugo gone, Rodriguez gone. Who was the other one? Waka gone. Other than Montgomery, it's just a bunch of scrubs. What's up to Mr. Jonathan in the chat?
What's up, Jonathan?
Don't know why the Rangers wouldn't sign Monty. Scherzer might be done a bulging disc. That's no minor injury.
That's true, especially at his age.
But the reports are saying otherwise that they may not re-sign him. I guess I don't know.
They have a lot of money invested in pitching.
Jordan Hicks. Yeah.
Well, you should check out this man's video.
Yep,
my
Jordan
right
Hicks.
and left.
I'd welcome him. But not like the projection they put out was 4 years, $40 million. I'm like, no.
Why not?
4 years for a reliever. No.
Mm-hmm.
10 million.
Someone who's consistently done it with injury.
That's true. That's the one negative, and sometimes inconsistency.
Who do you think will be the Patriots coach next year? Honestly, I think it's gonna be an in-house hire. I don't see the Patriots going outside for somebody. Anything else on the MLB notes?
Jacob says Wampeg, they have no money. The TV, that's right. The TV deal with Bally Sports. That's a big impact on some teams. Armin was talking about yesterday. I don't know whether it was on or off stream. Houston could be very much impacted. I know they have their own TV network with AT&T. That's what some teams have. They have Seattle, Pittsburgh, but some teams might be affected by that. You know, the Marlins, Guardians, Royals. That's a lot of lost money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, there was a question in the chat. Who's linking Soler to the Yankees? Francis Romero says that the Mariners, the Marlins, and the Yankees are interested. Soler last season, 137 games, 36 home runs, 75 RBIs, 250 batting average, 141 strikeouts, and 6.
It will never happen. I'm sorry. It won't happen. Not unless they make a move to get rid of him.
Not for you guys. Good playoff performer, whoever gets him too. Very good.
Yeah, no, with the Braves he was good, but like he's not going to get playing time. He's not. Soto.
I think if you. Oh no. Yeah, I think Soler's a good DH for anyone who gets him.
Yeah,
I think he's a really solid piece. I personally would even take him.
Stream. It's Texas. You see how much boosters spend money. You just issue with the TV deal. Royals are spending money because they are looking for a new stadium. I just
they're a weird case. I don't know why they're spending.
It's a weird thing.
They're trying to win a World Series, I guess. That's what they're doing. Because what is it? They signed Will Smith. Will Smith won like 3 consecutive World Series.
The funniest thing.
Listen, if the Royals win the World Series, I won't be mad.
Will Smith, Michael Wacha, Seth Lugo.
They both went there?
Yeah, Will Smith, Michael Walker, Seth Lugo. I think that's John, right? They signed Seth Lugo and Michael Walker.
Yeah,
Or
you're
what?
correct. You're correct on that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jacob just asked me about the UCLA QB. Who was the UCLA QB? What was his name this year? I know I heard about him transferring to Oregon, which means Dylan Gabriel won't be going to Oregon. So that becomes
Dante
interesting.
Moore.
Was that it?
It says he commits to Oregon, so
Oh, okay. Well, I had this thing 'cause this is actually pretty funky. Did you guys hear about what happened to Kyle McCord from Ohio State?
he went to
Syracuse.
Syracuse, the orange of all people, of all colleges. I was so upset about that decision.
You know who else went to Syracuse? Tommy Cutlets.
His agent's a scumbag.
Oh yeah, doubling the rate to a
Stellano,
restaurant. I heard about that. He was gonna go from 10K to 20K.
Yeah, for a local pizzeria. You know what? I get it. Sometimes, advertising things, you kind of have to make
He's
money
feeling
on things.
himself. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Bada
It's just
bing,
like
bada boom, throw him in the bottom of the very.
it's like
Hudson.
there's like so many things you can compare it to, but Miz said it yesterday. Yo, this dude's looking like a fucking leprechaun on the sidelines. The Giants don't need that. They don't.
All the Italian American pages are so mad about it. They're like, "Get this freaking clown off the stage. Who is this?"
He
dude?
could go. He could go be
Italian."
on
I'm
the.
like,
He could go be on a cover of Lucky Charms.
he
The
could.
Italian
But oddly
leopard.
enough, he's actually been an agent to 20 different Super Bowl winners. That's kind of crazy.
True, and then also like he could go to Notre Dame and be the leprechaun. So, will Will Smith slap anyone in a brawl?
Not that Will Smith.
Not that one.
Who cares that Yamamoto is at dinner at Cohen's? No one cares. He just had dinner with Cohen. That's all nothing big. Well, I mean, there were some pretty big names there. David Stearns and
Carlos
Jeremy
Mendoza.
Hefner, Carlos Mendoza. So, I mean, I would take that into account. Personally, me. Imagine if Syracuse gets no one from A&M. But Syracuse is such a stupid but a good fit for Kyle McCord because he's trash.
But look, I think Syracuse could be really good for him. We'll see. I would have been more interested to see him in
So I'd say
Rutgers,
it's a fit.
though. He would have went to Rutgers. That would have been wild. Staying in the Big Ten.
But the Rutgers ain't a fit for him.
No.
They like athletic quarterbacks. He's just blech.
Actually, I got a good question for you guys. Do you guys
Go
see
ahead.
anything different with the setup today? Anything different?
The banner.
What banner?
Banner's always been there.
Is it the same banner? I don't think so.
Where on the wait? Which one? You talking about over here?
Yeah.
That's always been there.
You're talking about the Rangers one.
I see a fucking Mets hat right there.
It's always been there.
Yeah.
The Rangers one.
There's a few changes in here.
The Rangers banner. The Rangers banner. You're right. It's the other way. I've not
That's
seen
one
that
of
there.
them. There's like 3-4 changes in here.
You're not even a Rangers fan. Oh
No, I actually have it. I swear to you. My friend gave it to me for the last time they were in the postseason back in like 2015.
Okay, the Falcons helmet.
what? They were last year.
No, I'm talking about before last year. Before last year.
They were the year before.
Okay, before Shesterkin was on the team. Before Shesterkin was on
Christ
the team.
almighty. If you're gonna have a banner, at least know the history of the team. You have the banner.
I'm not a fan of the Rangers. It was given to me from someone
Wait,
who worked
what
in
else
industry.
is new? Hold up.
The Falcons thing was there.
Yeah, I just
Is
wrote.
there any
I
new
feel like-
hats?
I feel like we're like reading a book and it's
There's
like
2
kindergarten.
more. There's 2 more.
Where's their Falcons helmet?
Oh, it was my brother's. I just stole it.
Why? You hate them.
I do, but it's football based, so it's nice to have in the room. It's still football.
Is that the Giants punter?
Which one?
Sean Lindetta?
Yep, autographed.
Okay.
And then there's one more you guys are missing.
I see the Tebow thing, but I think that's always been there.
Yeah, it's always been there. I just moved it over to the other side, but
Magic
picture been always
the
been
World
there?
Series hat?
nope, that's been there.
Has the picture always been there?
Which one?
The one on your wall.
You talk about the one underneath the Gronk flag?
Yeah.
Nope, that wasn't there before.
Ah.
That's the 1996 World Series photo for the
All
Yankees.
Okay.
Original.
All right.
Yes. Where's Waldo? Where's
Having
Waldo?
some fun today on the final up show this year.
Yeah,
I think
we
it's just the
gotta have
final, right?
fun. We gotta have fun. We can't sit here and stay structured all the time, but it is picks time.
Exactly.
It is picks time.
Oh, the Book of Wonder is out.
There is a good question by Aiden, but I do want to get the picks first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, John.
That's
what's the status this week? How did everybody do?
All right, so right now it is not final because Monday Night Football is not over. The Eagles, we all picked the Eagles 10-3 current score, almost at the halftime, and right now Luca did the best this week this week. I did the second best. Alex did the third best, but the rankings are still going to be Luca, Alex, then me, right? So we will have more finalized stuff, especially after the holidays, and we'll announce them week by week. But we got picks now. Christmas week edition. Ooh, all right. Ready? Are we ready?
You know, John should put on his Christmas hat.
You know what? You're 100%
Yeah.
right. Where am I?
Oh. I would run and get mine right now, but it's down all the way downstairs. It's still sports related too.
Brian does look like a prototypical Santa Claus.
No, I'll be right back then.
Okay.
Oh my God! Now we gotta wait. Now,
No, you can continue. Go with Luca and Alex first. Give me 30 seconds.
All right,
play the
count 30
Jeopardy
seconds.
music.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Thank you, John. Yeah. Waiting for Brian to get back with his Santa hat. Transfer portals, nuts, college football, UConn. We'll have to wait it out and get guys who want to start more. It's Jim Morris' son, I think. Jim Morris, Jr. Greg in the chat. If you guys haven't already, this is a good opportunity to like up the stream. Jesus Christ. By the way, we're at 25 likes, so that's
Guys,
over expected.
It's what's it called? Very important that you subscribe, and Brian has matched the Santa's nice Bucks edition. All right, I got to give you credit, nice Bucks edition. But we're ready. Thursday night.
We're ready.
Thursday night football edition, first game. Saints Rams. Who we got?
Rams.
I'm taking LA.
Yeah, give me LA too.
Give me LA too in a 4-way sweep because how about those Rams playing much better football?
Listen, that little weird overtime loss against the Ravens proved how strong they really are.
Yeah, they went toe to toe, and Ravens are number 1 seed. So, all right, we got 2 Saturday games on the slate. AFC North rivalry, Bengals Steelers. Who we got?
Jake Browning for the win.
Cincy. Pittsburgh stinks.
Going with Cincy. You know what? I love Jake Browning, but I feel like he was very lucky last week because I did watch that game. Give me the Steelers.
Okay, so I don't have to pick them. Cool, Cincinnati.
Going Cincy. All right, so I'm the only one different. All right, this one should be an easy one. The Bills against the Brandon Staley-less Chargers.
Bills.
Chargers to lose.
Bills for sure.
Yeah, Bills in a 4-way sweep right there. All right, now we're on to Christmas Eve edition. First game up, Colts Falcons. Who we got?
Who did the Colts play last week?
Pittsburgh.
The Colts played Pittsburgh and won.
Give me the Colts.
I'll take Atlanta.
Okay. Luca?
I said the Colts.
Oh, you said the Colts. I'm sorry. Didn't hear you. I'm going to agree with Brian and say the Falcons bounce back. They don't like being embarrassed by their rivals, the Panthers. So we got to split there. All right, next game up. Seahawks, Tennessee. Who we got? Remember, Seahawks are currently playing right now as we speak.
Give me Tennessee for a meaningless win.
Ooh.
We all made a huge mistake. I made a huge mistake switching my pick on Sunday.
You did.
Yeah.
I will take. Yeah, I'll take Seattle.
Luca?
Give me Seattle. They're going to be probably facing close to a must-win scenario.
I really liked how Tennessee showed up, so I'm going to remember the Titans. And swear to God, if they make me fail again, I'm going to be...
Good pun. Good pun. Remember the
Thank
Titans.
you. Thank you, Brian.
Yes, Brian caught it, and I did too, but I had Brian credit him first.
All right, division soup. I think I accidentally did not write this game in, so I will write it on the bottom here. But nevertheless, we got a division game. Lions, Vikings. What we got?
Detroit's coming back after with a bounce back victory over the Broncos, and the Vikings quarterback situation is in limbo. I'm going Detroit.
Me too.
Brian?
Give me Detroit.
All right.
By the way, just a little put in. Chance Adams to the Rockies.
Ooh.
Doesn't move me.
You know what?
It's supposed to.
You know what? Detroit has sucked against their own division this year. Let me tell you, they lose some weird ones in their division. Give me the damn Vikings.
Is Nick Mullins' quarterback?
I would
Dude,
agree with that
they
one.
lost to the Bears. They lost to the Packers. They do not do the best in their own division sometimes.
Yeah, I really don't agree with that pick, John, but go for it.
Yeah, we'll see. I was right on the Panthers yesterday.
It's
Dylan
the
Lawson.
Nick Mullins show.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
We'll
Dylan
see.
Lawson, by the way, is a Red Sox.
I thought Lawson was with the Athletics.
According to Brandon Cootie, which I read on Twitter, he is a hitting coordinator for the Red Sox.
Then why didn't Aiden say that he got hired by the Athletics?
Maybe you heard it wrong.
Oh, maybe.
All right, next up, Luca, this is our clown show. The Commanders against the Ass Clowns.
The Commanders were eliminated from playoff contention, right?
Yeah, and just if anyone didn't see my sub name, I am not part of the clown show. So
Give me the Washington Commanders. Jets ain't winning shit.
I like to have fun. Let's go with the Jets.
boo. I already know where Alex is going.
You know what, Brian?
You're out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here.
You're out of here.
Back.
You played Uno reverse. Uno reverse.
Alex is going with the Jets. I will go with the.
But I just want to say for the record, I deeply. You know what, John? Give your pick. And I got to say something real quick. I have to say it. I have to get it off my chest.
I will go with the Commies to win by 60. All right. As the tank is on.
I'd like to say fuck all the fans last week who had any sort of optimism who are gagging Zach Wilson and Robert Saleh in their mouths last week. So fuck all of you motherfuckers. Fuck all of you motherfuckers who decided to try to get some sort of optimism last week. And it wasn't telling me because you know what? I didn't get a lot of replies, but I saw a lot of positive tweets on the timeline. I never downtrod positivity ever in my I never really downtrod positivity when it comes to myself. I like to be a positive human being, but I'm also a realist. So to all the fans that lived in happy fantasy land last week after that win against the Texans, fuck you, because that was an individual win based on individual performances. So fuck you all.
I would like to.
And for the record, you can now all see the wood for the trees. Who the fuck was right? Who the fuck was right when I said it was a meaningless win last week? Meaningless win last week that would prove nothing. I knew we would fucking lose to Miami. Not only that, but beating the Texans was more meaningless for our fucking draft position. Shut the fuck up, all of you. Not you guys.
Well, Armand, yes, we do need the Commanders to win a game, but we also need the Jets to win a game.
No. We're gonna lose out.
Okay.
Or I don't know.
This was me supporting.
Shut up.
This was me supporting Luca. It was, he's working up a sweat, so I wanted to do the workout motion so he can hype this man up.
There's a lot of Jets complaints in the video, by the way, but I'll shut up.
All right.
Hold on.
I feel that was going to be the case.
Hold on. What video? What video?
What video? The one we're playing at the end.
Oh, that's right.
Zone out 2. That's 2. That's
I
two.
thought you. No. I thought Alex was talking about possibly like the short that I did because people
Strike
like.
number 2. Jerk off. Let's go.
Well, I'm
That's
jerk
Coach
off.
Ed.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to the clown show.
Hold on.
Says the same asshole that was talking about Baker Mayfield in week fucking 3 with Todd Bowles as head coach.
Which is probably in the video, and I can't wait.
Can I?
All right.
Hold on one second.
Ladies and gents, let's have
Hold
some
on.
order in the damn court.
Hold on
Order.
one second. Wait. I got one thing to showcase before we move on. This picture needs to be seen by the world. This, as I said, I apologize, but this was a good time to bring it in. Okay, I'm gonna send it to my phone now. Actually, John, you might as well go ahead with the next pick while I'll send it to my phone.
Order in the court. All right. Packers, Panthers.
Ew.
We'll
Need the
take the
Packers.
Packers.
Packers don't want to keep losing like this.
Mm-hmm.
Packers.
All right.
Especially when they're so close.
I'll write G to remember it's Green Bay because they're both P. So, all right. Everyone's got Green Bay there. All right. Next game up. Browns, Texans.
Good game. Good game. Stroud coming back from a concussion.
I like the
You mean
Texans in
Texans.
this one.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
I'll take Houston. They need a big win.
I'm going to be different here. I'm going with the dog pound because Kevin Stefanski should be in favor of Coach of the Year.
I agree with that.
Considering this man goes, you know what? This is the perfect reason. Any Jet fan that uses injuries as an excuse, Kevin Stefanski has lost his multiple quarterbacks, lost both his offensive tackles, lost depth on the offensive line,
Lost
and
his
is
running
still
back.
9-5.
Don't forget, lost his running back too. Lost
Lost his
Chubb.
running back. You're right. Yep. Chubb lost him. Going with the Browns here. All right. Sorry. Even though I love CJ Stroud, I do, but the dog pound's the number one defense right now after what the Jets just did yesterday.
And they have the best win percentage against teams over 500 in the NFL right now.
The dog pound is strong. All right. Brian, your game, your team. Jaguars, Bucks. 4:00 window slate. Who we got?
From what I'm hearing,
Hmm.
right? I'm inclined to go Tampa Bay.
Okay. You two? Twins?
Let me think.
And what I'm saying to help you guys influence your decision, it's starting to trend in the direction of a 50-50 that we see CJ Beathard play.
Give me the Bucks.
Okay, give me the Bucks too.
I'm also
This
going
is
with the
the
Bucks as you know what? They might run away with this division. So
Real quick. All right. So I have the picture. While John gets up the next thing. John's seen it. Armin's seen it. The public hasn't seen it. Neither has Brian. So Luca was so into rooting against the Jets against the Texans, he decided to do this.
He did it. He joined my side, the dark side. Get something for every team and wear it. Yes, he's on my team.
That was the reason why the Texans gear was for another reason. But yeah, when the Jets played the Texans, I was like, fuck it, you know what? The Jets are starting to win. I need to root on those Texans.
And that's why the Jets won.
Right. All right.
First jinx.
Which game is next?
all right, we got the NFC matchup, Cardinals Bears.
Ooh, Tank Bowl. Not
Tank
really.
Bowl number 4 of the year?
Give me the Bears.
Bears.
How about
Cardinals.
those Bears?
I'll take
Let's go
Cardinals.
Bears.
Brian's going with the Cardinals. Okay. Well, Aiden
think
screwed the
Kyler Murray could do
Yankees.
something
That's
else.
right. That's right, Aiden. I see your hatred toward the Mets. Screw the Yankees. Disgusting fan base. Not you three. But
Thank you, Armand. Great comment.
all right. Cowboys Dolphins. Should be a good one.
Ooh. Cowboys coming off a rough loss. Dolphins with a commanding win over an easy, lifeless Jets team. Call me crazy, but give me Dallas.
Yeah, I'm feeling whatever Brian's feeling.
Same.
Redemption week.
You know what?
Week.
The Cowboys, I really thought they were the best bet of the day yesterday for the money line. The only bet we were wrong on for the best bets yesterday. Every other thing either pushed or hit. But they're not going to let me down twice. Miami, I know you're frauds. You can't beat teams over 500. Give me them boys.
Okay.
All right. Patriots, Broncos.
Ooh. Broncos. I'll take Broncos. Patriots are lost.
Broncos, Patriots don't want to win games.
Broncos.
By the way, Jamar Chase will miss some weeks.
Also, can I just add, who was calling it from the beginning that Bill Belichick was going to get fired at the end of the season? I just want to make that statement. Who called that? I just want to put that out there that wasn't a bad take in the end. It was a correct take.
I feel like he did say that.
Right,
I did early in the season. I said the Patriots were going to be terrible, and you're going to see Bill Belichick's last season with New England.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there.
Right. That's the Sunday night game. Don't watch Christmas Eve Sunday night football, people.
Nah, we don't need.
I'm going to be passed out drunk.
All right.
On eggnog and coquito.
All right. Christmas Day games. We got 3 of them on the slate. Raiders, Chiefs.
Ew. Chiefs.
You know what? I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it with the Chiefs a little bit. Not looking the strongest. Not looking the most confident.
Raiders.
I never thought I'd say it. I'm going to go Raiders.
Luka's going the Raiders too?
I want to see it. I'm telling you, Mahomes looks like completely lost right now. I don't know what's going on. It's not him necessarily. It's the offense is not looking as strong as it should be.
Maybe they should add some wide receivers.
Yeah, exactly. The only guy that's catching is Rashee Rice.
I still think they're going to beat the Raiders.
But the Raiders are on the brink of elimination and have a chance at a wild card spot. If they win this game, they stay alive and they help the Broncos out too, because the Broncos will then be officially, if I'm correct, I think they'll be a game back. So they'll still be able to catch the Chiefs.
All right, last game. This might be the best game of the week. No, I'm just kidding. There's 2 more games. I just wanted to get Alex hyped for this one. Giants, Eagles, Christmas.
This will be the most obvious pick of them all.
Okay, you start first, Alex, if it's so obvious.
Eagles.
Okay.
Eagles.
And the Eagles are going to win this game, and the Giants will win no games for the rest of the season because we need to tank.
I really think the Giants are going to win. And I think, they're going to win by serving out those cutlets and doing the
They can serve out the cutlets next year, not this year.
So give me the Eagles.
Listen, Tommy Cutlets, his family making the Italian Americans proud, serving out those great chicken parms before the games at the pre-games. It's so amazing to see how Italian culture is taking over the Giants. Every part of me with my Italian pride wants me to take the Giants just for Tommy DeVito and those amazing cutlets. I want to see him drop 300, make Jalen Hurts whine like a baby. But you know what the truth is? The Giants already have a whining baby. His name is Brian Daboll. Give me the Eagles.
Oh, all right. Now, all right. This is the real, no joke here. This is the match of the day on Christmas. Game of the week, in my opinion. Both number 1 seeds. Ravens, Niners. Who we got?
Niners.
Ooh.
Probably Niners, yeah.
I'm going to agree and say the 49ers get this done. Home team, right? Excellent team the Niners are. But, all right. That's it for this week's Book of Wonder edition picks, guys. So,
by the way, Armand cut that crap out. Dennis says his Giants suck. The Giants do suck. A football team that boos Santa Claus doesn't deserve to win on Christmas. What's up, Chris?
Wait, who was that?
What?
He said a team that boos Santa Claus doesn't deserve a win on Christmas. Who was that?
You didn't know the Eagles booed Santa Claus on Christmas?
You didn't know that?
I seriously did not know this story.
Oh, my God. Brian, you clown.
You didn't.
And this doesn't count as a zone out. I genuinely didn't know about this.
You still are wrong.
Well, let's go back to
it. You have to explain this to me. What was this?
All right, this was back in...
This is a longtime fan.
Oh, yes, we do got one.
It was 1968, December 15th, 1968. I think the Eagles were like 7-7. I'm reading up. Santa Claus was either in the stands or on the field, and they pelted him with snowballs at halftime.
Wait, so they've been scumbags for 63 years.
Why are you surprised?
Because I thought Philly would have been nicer 63 years ago.
Well, 63 years ago, Brian, he would still make bad takes.
Yeah, Giants, I hate losing more than I love winning. Coach will give you the coach's perspective, but I respect coach's opinion, of course.
No, Jay-Z
So was the
Bears.
big announcement. It is listed below. If you guys missed it, I played the promo in the beginning. It's also on Twitter, and it'll probably be on Instagram too. We are heading to the Senior Bowl this year as a part of the media coverage, and we will be giving you guys live coverage of all the prospects that are there and some of the interviews and all the other different things. That will be, of course, Senior Bowl weekend. Why do you think we Giant fans hate them, even though they only got one ring? Because they're a bunch of you're good Jay-Z beers or Jay's beers. I don't know how you really put it. But yeah, because they're a bunch of annoying fucking assholes, the Philadelphia Eagle fans. And
I just thought it was like because it was a rivalry from the division. I thought that's all it was. I never
No,
knew
they're
it was
just
like
terrible.
this long,
They're
terrible
horrible.
history.
There's no rivalry.
Yeah, they're just filthy. They're just filthy.
Terrible, man.
But there was one question I wanted to answer before we move on to our next segment. Then we get to the special stuff, the surprises and all that. I started, and if I didn't, I apologize. But Aiden asked, where would you have Soto hit in the lineup? I would say I would hit him third.
I would probably maybe second. Maybe second. Just because I would rather see Judge in the 3 spot and Rizzo in the 4.
Brian, I swear to God, that's exactly what I was thinking. DG.
You were thinking that? And then who's the leadoff? Who's the leadoff, though?
DJ.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there.
Yeah.
I would stand at 5, Trevino probably 6.
Trevino not that.
Glaber probably Glaber 5, Giancarlo 6. It's weird. I don't know where to put Giancarlo in all of this.
Well, he's probably between 4 and 6.
I'd say
He'll
5.
probably be number 6.
Media of the
I don't know where else to put him.
Yeah.
5.
Judge third. Yeah, so he's in agreement with you guys. Luca, where would you put him?
So, well, LeMahieu, I think there might be a point if he leads off, or if he gains back to form. But Soto would be number 3 for me, or number 2.
Me and Luca agree, and he likes hitting third. But I will be right back, Luca. I'll hand it off to you.
All right, so I'm looking through my PBB stats, and the Knicks have been terrible defensively lately. That's where we're going to put our attention on. Also, a little bit of RJ Barrett as well. But the Knicks, obviously, this past week, or I should say, may have been the last week, they lost Mitchell Robinson to injury. He's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks, or at least evaluated in that time. But John is going to take a pause for a sec.
I literally just got to open a window.
Okay. But anyways, the Knicks have not been the same defensively without Mitchell Robinson, and it's really shown. The Knicks currently right now, so we'll pull up the numbers. This is per MSG. So the Knicks right now, in the last 6 games, they rank dead last in defensive rating. They rank 26th in defensive rebound percentage. They rank 25th in opposing second chance points, and opposing points in the paint. They rank 21st. The defense has been god awful. I don't think it's. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't think it's everybody. I think it is everybody, including Jericho Sims and Isaiah Hartenstein, Julius Randle, all those guys. We'll go into the defense part. But John, what do you have to say about this? What should I say about this really serious regression on defense? And it was before Mitchell Robinson got hurt too, because you remember that game against the Celtics where they got mutilated in Boston, where Kristaps Porzingis and Derek White and Al Horford were shooting threes wide open. So, what are your thoughts on this regressing defense? What do you think has to happen?
It's I really, the one thing I'll say, it's more so not a huge problem, as I think the bigger problem is inconsistency, because we have seen those nights where they have been able to, hold opponents to 80, 90 points in the end of third, early middle of the fourth. And it's just, there's such a weird vibe this year, in my opinion. There's different reasons why they lose games at times.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the offense, sometimes it's the defense. And it's just it's so weird to try and piece them right now. But I do think the injury that RJ Barrett had really did hurt them on the perimeter. And I don't think I think he's played a little bit better the last few games, but it's been very streaky.
Yeah.
If that. So, and I think defensively he started out great. I think him coming back, he hasn't been the best on the perimeter. So that's really hurt us. And you know what? Maybe losing Mitchell Robinson these past 2 games really has hurt us on the interior. Feel like a lot more guys are getting to the basket easier on us as well.
Yeah.
You know, you had the game against the Clippers where Kawhi had like 38 on us. You know,
Yeah, we're gonna show that.
Yeah. You know, you even had Paul George having a good game. You had Powell off the bench having a good game for them. So they're just, I don't know, man. Unless you have a Jalen Brunson night like he did on Friday night where he had a spectacular game in Phoenix, it's like they just lose in weird ways, man. They really do.
Yeah, it's pretty puzzling, but let's see. Jay-Z Beer says Knicks and Lakers tonight. Hope they get the win. Let's see where the Lakers rank, because the Knicks, obviously, their 2 biggest weaknesses right now are perimeter defense, point of attack defense there, and
that game's at 10:30, by the way.
Yeah, that's a freaking late one, to be honest.
I know. I'll probably have it on.
So the Lakers have a couple of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis is questionable. LeBron's questionable. He's probably going to play. Russell's questionable. Vanderbilt's questionable. Christian Wood's questionable. The Lakers don't shoot the 3-ball really well. Obviously, they rank 22nd, but points in the paint, I'll try to get that number and that metric out. Let's see. Lakers points in the paint ranking. Because, again, that's where the Knicks have struggled. And they've been over-switching. We're going to go into the film. We're going to chalk it up piece by piece. The Lakers rank 2nd in points per game in the paint. That's fucking concerning. But, oh my gosh, my Knicks are migraine. Dang, Tibbs. Yes, but no. Listen, do I think Tibbs' scheme is outdated defensively? Yes. But Budenholzer was partly fired as to why his scheme was outdated. Brian would know. But at the end of the day, it's like some of these players, I'm not going to say that they're not putting in effort, but they really sat back while Mitchell Robinson covered up a lot of holes because, as John said, way too many guys are getting to the basket. That's the lack of point of attack defense. That's the lack of point of attack defenders they have. Quentin Grimes is the only guy who's technically point of attack defense. Maybe Josh Hart as well. RJ Barrett, I guess you could say. But DiVincenzo, he's honestly overrated defensively. He gets guys go past him all the time. Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, those guys in the perimeter, just guys walk right by them. We'll get all to that. Knicks can mess up a wet dream. With the way they've been playing defense in the last couple of games, we'll talk about that. But, Brian, do you have any thoughts on the Knicks' defensive regression? I know you're not a Knicks fan, but, offer any thoughts.
In terms of, I'll be honest with you, I really haven't kept as much on track with the Knicks this year, but I'm going to go look at a couple numbers and tell you my honest opinion based off the numbers alone. Now, obviously, you guys know they haven't been a bad team this year. Can that be stated? Can we say that safely?
Yes. They've been.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They're
fine.
Good, not great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good, not great, which is what we expected entering the year. And, but again, my takes have been absolutely terrible this year in terms of basketball, like the Pistons take, but we won't go into that. And we just go through the team stats. Let's go defensive, right? Because you guys talking defensive efforts not being great. The Knicks have the 9th lowest points per game allowed so far. 11.8, 111.8. That's where they're at. And the only other teams in the East that can do anything close to this, Cleveland, Philly, Orlando, Boston. That's it. Which, again, still blows our mind that Orlando is the 4th best defense in the league. The 4th best. You want to talk about blocks, who's a great blocking team. Let me tell you, in terms of blocks per game, you're talking about the Knicks recording 5 blocks a game, which puts them right in the middle. On the better side, though. And in terms of steals, which is something the Knicks have been struggling to do, they have a hard time getting steals. It's one of the lowest things. That's one of the things that they're not great at.
And Brian, you mentioned the shot blocking. Mitchell Robinson was their best shot blocker by far.
Yeah,
you could just watch the tape on that. You don't have to even read a stat for it. You could clearly see he's such a he does such a good job of protecting the paint area, and it really sucks that he's gone. Yeah, I was like, I'll never forget. I was literally in my house and I forgot who I shared it to. I forgot who shared it to me, and I'm like,
yeah,
shit.
I'll give you some other stuff. The Knicks are on the bottom end when it comes to defensive rebounds in the bottom 10 of the league. when it comes to, steals, which is what I was talking about. That was opponent stats I was looking at. I meant to go to team stats. As a unit, you guys are currently outside of the top 10 in terms of steals per game. And with blocks, which is a big thing we've been talking about, emphasis for the Knicks, they have the second lowest blocks per game as a unit. Second lowest. Blocking is an issue. They can't record blocks. Their bigs are struggling in that area. Do they create a lot of contested shots? Sure. They definitely do. In terms of, the actual recording of blocks and, getting more active in games to stop guys right in their tracks rather than keep them from taking a shot, it's been a big issue. And for the Knicks, that has to be resolved. You were hoping that Robinson, when he came back this year, that he'd be helping to be more of a formidable force. He's talking a lot of smack, saying, I'm this great big man. I could stop anybody. He brought a lot of that action. He said he could take on Wembanyama. I called BS on that. He humbled me. And Wembanyama didn't even touch 20 points, which was pretty impressive. And so Robinson silenced him. But everybody else has pretty much walked all over him this year. Same thing with Hartenstein. Neither one has been dominant. And you don't have anybody else outside of the guards that can really play strong defense in the big area. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 4 and 5 spot, you don't have it.
And I said in the offseason, that's why you get out. That's why you go out, in my opinion, to go sign a backup stretch for like a Jay Crowder or a Grant Williams or a Torrey Craig. But I was going to pull up this. This is per the New York Post. The 6 games in the past 6 games, including 4 without Mitchell Robinson, really 5 since he was laboring during a defeat to Boston, Knicks are allowing 132 points per contest.
Oh,
132. Right.
What that is terrible. That is bad.
Terrible.
That is bad.
During
I
that
want to hear what else is bad. I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
This is actually no. I take it back. This is actually a good stat. I'll give you one good stat I've seen so far for the Knicks, and you'll like this one. They have the 5th lowest turnover percentage in the league. 5th lowest turnovers per game in the league, which is great because you want to be able to extend offensive drives. And in order to do that, you need to avoid turnovers by any means necessary, which means be aware of where you are, be aware of the defender around you, be aware of everything that's developing, the game plan. When you have to change it up and go for an audible shot, quick shot, all these little things that are so essential to keeping a offensive play alive. And the Knicks have done a good job of that. Now, in terms of the actual scoring itself, which is what we were going to get to, they're a middle-of-the-road team. They're an average scoring team.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. It's an average scoring team. You want to go by the team's field goal percentage? Sure. This team is, let's see, bottom 10 in field goal percentage. In three-point percentage, which we talk a lot about, the Knicks are a very good three-point shooting team. As a unit in the field, they're good.
Yeah.
Take away their three-point percentage, and what is this team? You know what I mean?
I mean, right. Jalen Brunson.
This team is 5th, 38.1% as a unit.
I mean, Jalen Brunson's shooting the lights out. Julius Randle's been better from perimeter. The Knicks don't really have a center perimeter threat who can shoot the ball. RJ Barrett's been inconsistent from just general the field of the last couple of games. Quentin Grimes has been hit or miss, better off of the bench. Devo, most part, has been shooting well. Manuel Quickley, the fuck, why is he getting so much low minutes? Let's look at this, everybody. Last year, Emmanuel Quickley, in my opinion, should have won 6th Man of the Year. We could talk about all the intangibles that I brought up last year on Nick's podcast about how this guy should have won last year as 6th Man of the Year, how good defensively he was, how the simple efficiency numbers won't stick out. And you know what? At the end of the day, he's doing better in the advanced stats of efficiency, not just the simple stats. How much impact he has on a team. He averaged nearly 30 minutes last year, 28.9. He's averaging 24 minutes a game. Here's his logs over the last couple of games, which I don't get. Almost said Chargers. Last game, Saturday, against the Clippers, 19 minutes. Phoenix, 24. Utah, 18. And he was one of the better players in that game, but he didn't get as much minutes as a guy like Josh Hart or an RJ Barrett for some reason. Boston, 25 minutes. Milwaukee, 19 minutes. What is with the low minute count for Emmanuel Quickly? And some people have been bringing it up, and it's a very good point. Why has even like some people? I was looking at some stuff on the timeline. They're like, hey, why not give Quickly a start? Why not give him closing minutes? Why not give him some more 30-minute games? And it's a disservice what the Knicks are kind of doing to him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, it's all you.
No, sometimes I don't get the rotations as Luke. Like Luke, you bring it up so well. Sometimes I don't get the same simple set rotations that I know we both discussed in private. Yeah, it's like the little template. The first one, we both know that it's
Josh Hart
in and RJ Barrett out. It's like the very first one that he does, and it's like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, it's just so frustrating at times. And you know what? I've come to this, and I think we've both come to the realization because we've had these talks in the offseason. We all know the Knicks need another star on the court.
Of course.
And that big star, not just we have the complimentary star in Jalen Brunson. He's here to stay. He's the number 2 guy. We need the guy that can take us to the next level and compete for a championship, because we know we're a playoff team. Just now, despite the offensive inconsistency and the defensive inconsistency, there's, you start looking at the NBA, right? You start looking at the league to see guys that could be available. You'd have to look at sellers if you wanted to do something this year. And Luca, you have your hand raised. Not the way you do it.
I love that you brought up this topic, John, because I saw this in the headlines. This wasn't regarding the Knicks. This was just overall conversation. So the Jazz, who we just faced a couple days ago, are actually entering towards a full-on rebuild. They might be selling Lauri Markkanen, and people were asking about this, like, is Lauri Markkanen a fit? How much does it cost to get Lauri Markkanen? Is he a fit? This, and this. Do you have to give up Randall? This, and that. I'm going to give my thoughts on Markkanen as a fit with the Knicks. You can give it afterwards. I like Markkanen. I don't think you should give up a substantial amount, but I don't think Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and Lauri Markkanen can coexist in a lineup ever, because they're atrocious defensively. Markkanen is a black hole. He can space the floor like nobody else. He moves off ball very well. He is a black hole defensively. Julius Randle does not commit to defense. He does not care about defense. Jalen Brunson does not care about defense, and he's too small. But at the end of the day, I don't think Markkanen is a fit. I like the player. I like the upside. But he is a black hole defensively, and he would make our defense even somehow worse. We would be scoring 129 points per game, but giving up 132, in my opinion. Something like that, John.
You know what's funny? When you talk about Markkanen, I think he's a kind of on the same tier, all-star level, not a superstar player. And if that's the case, right, if there is no one available at that stature, I would go for like a cheaper option, maybe not as high as upside, but the guy I think I've shouted this to you in private for months now. You want to take the guess who it is?
Is that Joel Embiid?
No, not the superstar player.
Okay.
Talking about
Bogdanovich.
Yes. Goran Bogdanovich from the Detroit Pistons. Literally a guy that can give you 20 and a half a game. Excellent shooter. That's what he's been his whole career. And if you're going to get that player, then that's what you do, in my opinion. You don't sell the farm for him. You don't give up too many assets for him.
Right.
And then you go get your next player, big-time player of the roster in the offseason, which, again, we have to wait however many months for that. What are we in December? So we got about 7 months. 7 months.
Yeah, again, Markkanen's a nice player, but I know John just brought up Bogdanovich. I think Bogdanovich would add something off the bench. And this is the point, like, I don't know who brought this up. I think this was my boy TK on Twitter. He said, the fact that Emmanuel Quickly was guarding Kevin Durant says something about the Knicks front office woes when it comes to player evaluation and just overall roster management. Because the Knicks are overshot with guards. Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel Quickly, Miles McBride, all those little guards. If I didn't mention DiVincenzo, I'll mention him again. RJ Barrett is technically a shooting guard, not so much a small forward. but the Knicks lack size on the fucking perimeter. And I could have told you that last year. I can tell you that this year. This small ball 5 Josh Hart thing, the small ball 4 Josh Hart thing, I don't think it works. It's very few times where it works. Josh Hart is not an offensive player. He's a little bit of everything. He'll sprinkle in his rebounding, his transition game. He can't shoot worth a shit. The Knicks need a little bit of help shooting, which I said last year. Get Grant Williams, Jay Crowder, or Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig was me and John's, combined suggestion. Bogdanovich too, but the Knicks lack shoot the size. More importantly, not shooting, just size on defense. They need that big, thick wing, and Brian has his hand up.
You guys want to talk about embarrassing things for the Knicks? Let me add this little tidbit in.
Okay.
They have all these issues going on in terms of, completing things. Their shooting's been off from anything inside the perimeter. It's really bad offensively. And on the defensive end, they are struggling with steals, blocks, all that. Let me add this in. How can you have all these moments? And I told you guys about the fact that they had some of the lowest turnovers per game in the league. How about people like to complain about fouls, right? Fouls are a big thing. Fouls can turn the course of a game altogether. For the Knicks, they commit the third lowest amount of fouls in the NBA. Okay. The third lowest. This is a team that acts disciplined on paper, but on the court, you don't see it.
I agree 110%, Brian. We're going to look at the film for that, and I'll tell you why. It's not even about fouls. It's positioning. It's how many fucking times do I have to watch a player fall for a fucking up fake? Every time. Guy gets the ball on the perimeter, up fake. You see fucking RJ Barrett flying from one end of the court to the other.
I was going to say Julius Randle.
Flying from one end of the court to the other, just fucking jumping for it.
Shall we roll the film?
Yes. All right, so I have 2 folders open. We could either look at point of attack defense or our 3-point defense. I'll let John decide that because those are my 2 folders.
My gosh, Barbara just said, Brian, you hate the Knicks. Let the guys critique them.
Barbara's on our side, man. You can't turn her.
Listen,
John, do you want to focus on the point of attack defense or do you want to focus on 3-point defense?
He's saying 3.
3-point defense. Okay. So
Thank you, Ryan.
I was waiting for him. I don't know what he thought you were doing.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, Alex, you don't have to answer me, but please, when I bring up these tabs, please mute them because obviously all of them have sound. Give me a thumbs up in the background, knowing that you've gotten my request. 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 Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I know the reason, but anyway, I did a mock sending Randall for Markkanen and Hendricks in the first.
Oh, interesting.
That would be very interesting.
Barbara says, Brian, do you have Giannis's game ball?
He probably does.
Probably not.
Oh,
If
yeah.
they did, he would probably be in my house right now trying to steal it back.
He'd be trying to break in.
Absolutely, just like he did with the Pacers. But by the way, can we just get something out of the way here? What's more significant, a player's first ever scored points in the NBA or a guy setting a career high in points in his career after being in the league for 10 years with 2 MVPs and on top of that, setting franchise records with the most scored in a game in Bucks franchise history? What's more important?
Well, I mean,
the second one, right?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay. All right. So you tell me how the Pacers use that excuse of what was the kid's first points for a guy who works off the bench to have the ball and for him to have it. And then Giannis has to go crazy to get it.
I mean, it's not like he was like saying screw Giannis, I don't think.
Yeah, but we got some beef now with the Pacers. Like you thought the Knicks had some bad beef with the Pacers. We got one now. You had Aaron Naismith put Giannis in a chokehold and throw him to the ground. To which I have never seen so many Bucks at the same time swarming.
We might have to at some point, whenever there is a big fight in sports, we might have to start putting some fight music and posting those vids out.
Rocky.
Or we could do the BC Boys.
Or do Eye the Tiger.
For your right.
Let's see.
The Alex.
All right.
I got your vibe, John.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna find the 3-pointer. All right, Alex, if you got my request, please obviously mute when I pull it
That's
up.
what I heard. Yep.
All right.
Yes, anybody who played for him.
And Alex was on his phone, so we couldn't mute. But anyway.
No, but it didn't show the option when.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we're gonna watch this first 3-pointer. This is Lauri Markkanen. He killed us the entire game pretty much. So they're gonna run a half-court set in transition. Knicks up 10 here. Horton Tucker. You see some movement off ball. You have, I believe this is Agbaji being guarded by Jalen Brunson, guarded off ball. You have Taylor Horton Tucker being guarded by Josh Hart. Markkanen's going to come across, and Julius Randle's going to fail to pick up Lauri Markkanen for the 3. As we can see, let's watch. Wide open.
Yeah, there's no switch. Typically, if this was a man-to-man situation, Hart would stick with his man, but there should be a switch off.
Here
They're
we
going to
go.
do that.
As you see, Hart again, like you would say that's on Hart, right? Would you say that's on Hart, John?
Well,
Would
they're
you...
in the zone. They're in the zone. That's the issue.
I don't think the Knicks run a zone defense.
Sometimes they do.
I don't know about that.
Sometimes they do.
They're schematic.
Mostly they're man, but sometimes they play zone. They have played zone under Tibbs before.
It feels like there's a miscommunication between Hart and Randall on assignments. That's what it's going to start to look like. Because it's about to be the same thing again.
All right.
I'm not saying all the time, Luke. I'm saying
No, I know.
sometimes they've been in a zone before.
I know this is part of their strong side overload. Here we go. Horton Tucker drives right. It looks like I'm trying to see what Randall's motion is here. I'm not trying to blame him specifically. Pushes there, and
but he did. Nobody even motioned to go.
yeah, nobody motioned like, hey,
Exactly.
go
No
over here.
communications.
Yeah.
There's no communication here of telling somebody to move on.
And Markkanen is wide open for the 3. That's what I talk about with the off-ball movement, causing miscommunications, causing lapses in the defense. Let's pull up another video file.
Okay.
Let's see. Was this the score? Okay, we're going to go into the second quarter now. All right. Mute that. Here we go. We have Chris Dunn driving in on quickly. Markkanen and Randall. You'll see that matchup a lot. Passes off to Markkanen. No, I'm sorry. This is RJ Barrett. Let's pull it back. Dunn on the perimeter. You have Dunn. You have, I think that's Taylor Hendricks over in the corner. You have Fontecchio. Here we go. We have Dunn driving. RJ Barrett is, for some reason, shading towards Chris Dunn. Quickly has him contained. Dunn's not an offensive player, so I don't get why the shading is there defensively. Markkanen at the top. Barrett is a little late to close out. Let's shot again. Pull it back. Here we go. Don't get why Barrett is shading towards Chris Dunn. It's not like Quickly needed help defense right there. Let's watch. And look, you could see Quickly's positioning. He's guarding his right hand. He's guarding him towards the perimeter. Dunn is at a complete stop at this moment. So essentially, Markkanen is a bailout option. Markkanen moves to the perimeter. Barrett is too late to cover. And you got to recognize that as a defender. You got to recognize it. Let's see. Let's pull up another Markkanen file. I have at least 3 of them.
Coach Edge actually made a good point. He said, give the kid the ball. He might never hit a milestone again. Giannis is already a gold jacket guaranteed. That's a good point. But you know what? There is more than one game ball. But apparently, Pacers took all of them.
So let's see. We already got that one. Here's another one from the second quarter. All right. We're going to see, again, more induced off-ball action here. Coach Ed, it wasn't even his first point he scored in the tournament, but Silver doesn't count those stats they said. As Barbara says, but here we go and watch.
Well, they don't count those stats. What the hell is the point of the tournament?
Exactly.
Thank you.
We're gonna have Chris Dunn bringing up the ball. Moving in is Agbaji. He's gonna be guarded by Grimes. He's gonna nice little ball denial. You have Hartenstein shading towards the paint to help out Grimes. Your 7's going to set an off-ball screen here for Markkanen, and Josh Hart does not get through. You see he's playing under the screen, and Markkanen could just launch. Bad screen navigation by the Knicks. That was also a factor in the Clippers game too. Here we go. Grimes guarding Agbaji. You have Hartenstein playing low because your 7 is not a perimeter threat, and your 7 just used that. Okay, you know what? I don't have a defender guarding the The roll man, that's okay. Markkanen is just going to fire away from 3. Let's move to the last Markkanen clip. It was from the third quarter. Yes, the Knicks were down at this point. All right, this is to start the third quarter. You have Sexton driving right this little pick and roll scenario of Kelly Olynyk as the roll man. You have Jericho Sims playing in drop. Sexton driving on DiVincenzo. Markkanen getting an off-ball screen. Nice job here by Olynyk, but Randolph cannot get over it. Watch that one more time. Sexton driving right off the pick. Steps back, retreats. Olynyk, nice job with the screen off ball. Markkanen open for 3. And that's how Lauri Markkanen killed the Knicks. But you know who's another player who killed the Knicks? Let's see if I have enough on him. Well, I got one player. Let me see. Okay, he's in the 3-point defense, but you also have pointed. Another player is this guy, down, Talen Horton-Tucker. But this is, again, 3-point defense. I have some more Talen Horton-Tucker stuff from the point of attack folder. But here we go. Dunn has the ball. Josh Hart is guarding him. Walker Kessler setting the ball screen with Isaiah Hartenstein guarding the roll man. Dunn is going to drive a little bit, but Quentin Grimes very bad here. He is going to go for the steal, which leaves Horton-Tucker open for 3. Watch that again. Dunn drives a little bit. Grimes goes for the steal. Horton-Tucker steps right into a 3.
That's bad on Grimes' part.
Knicks do that a little too often. Instead, that's what you talk about when it comes to being undisciplined.
And it's crazy because it's like we said, the tape looks so different than what the stats show. The stats show a disciplined team, but the look shows a sloppy team.
Do we? Do you want to show the next film or get into the next with point of attack?
Yeah, you know what? We'll stay on the Jazz game and move to the point of attack defense. Let me find my folder here.
We might as well break down that terrible. Unless you want to save it with other. I didn't know if you had others stored.
I have some film from the Clippers game, which includes 3-point defense and point of attack.
If you want to show it in all, I was just throwing the suggestion. I didn't know how much you had.
No, I know. Let's see. Horton-Tucker, here we go. He's going to be defended by Emmanuel Quickly. Markkanen, I'm sorry, that's not Markkanen. That's Walker Kessler with a handoff. Horton-Tucker Quickly is bit by the screen. Horton-Tucker driving to the basket. And, I mean, he's good. What I don't get here is Hartenstein is guarding his left hand. But that's also a miscommunication because at the same time, Hartenstein should be guarding the roll man. But Quickly is bit by the screen, which causes Hartenstein to come up and play defense. But I don't know how many fouls Hartenstein had this moment. Maybe it's because of foul trouble or not. But he is not guarding the right hand of Horton-Tucker, who walks in freely. So that's called the idea of point of attack is to stop the ball from moving or just to stop the guys on the perimeter. And they haven't really done that. They're too many opponents are driving on the Knicks. And that you're going to see right here. Bit by the screen. And at that point, passing is not an option for Horton-Tucker. Let's pull up another file from the point of attack. Let's go back to Horton-Tucker. Knicks are out of this game at this point, 95-84.
Done.
Here we go. Done. Defended. This is Horton-Tucker on quick. This is bad positioning by Quickly. This is, again, we go back to the fundamentals argument. This is bad fundamentals. You have Horton-Tucker backing down quickly. John, what is wrong with Quickly's defense right here?
Go back to the game plan. I'll show you.
What? Look at. I don't mean this like.
Look at
Horton-Tucker's backside.
He gives him the whole baseline.
Exactly. That's why he pulls off this weird floater. That's bad positioning there. We'll watch that again. It's a 1-on-1 scenario. Quickly usually would make this better and be a better defender on this play. But you watch the positioning, opens up technically the right side of Horton-Tucker and allows him to fade for the floater. Let's pull up another Horton-Tucker video file.
I think I said that as it was on stream while it happened.
Let's see the floater. They were out of the game at this point. 96-108. This is another floater.
Pass.
All right. Horton Tucker against Josh Hart. Roll man is Olenek. Hartenstein is guarding the roll man. You have Horton Tucker going to left to right to left. Here we go. We'll pull it back real quick just to watch. Horton Tucker, right, left. Hart gets lost among the screen. You see Hart is now behind Horton Tucker. Hartenstein has to back up and guard the paint, but Horton Tucker stops midway and puts up the juicy floater. Watch that one more time. Horton Tucker at the top goes right to left. Hart just doesn't really get around it, and that's going to cause trouble for Hartenstein. Let's see. I think we can. Let me double check. I just want to see if there's any more files that I really want to uncover from that Jazz game. Then we can move to the Clipper game. Let's see. Here's the one play I was angrily talking about a few minutes ago. All right, here we go. Jazz in transition. They're down by 7. You have Agbaji bringing up the ball. He goes left. You see Hendricks is wide open in the corner. I'll tell you why to pay attention to him in a sec. Dunn to watch this to Hendricks. Watch R.J. Barrett fall for the shot fake. Absolutely terrible. And again, that is on discipline. That's on discipline with the Knicks and positioning. Going left off the screen, gives to Dunn, back to Hendricks, up fake. And it's not like he's faking fully with the whole arc. He went up like fake, just quick fake. And Barrett fell for it. And that's why you see sometimes the Knicks get into some of those really bad fouls. But let me see. Let me see if there's anything
It's not
else.
like they have a lot of them. It just happens at the worst times.
That's true. Let's see. Subot's done from the layup. Hard to. This is on Josh Hart. It's point
All about geography.
back on point of attack.
It was all about
we talked about. Chris Dunn. A little pick and roll scenario here as not much of a kind of a ghost screen set here by Omar Yurt-7. Hartenstein is the one guarding Yurt-7. Dunn's going to go to the right, but you're going to see Dunn pass over. Markkanen up fake to Hart. Josh Hart loses positioning very quickly, and Markkanen walks right in for the dunk. Watch that one more time. A lot of off-ball action here. You're going to have Yurt-7 faking a ghost screen. You have Agbaji setting a nice off-ball pick here. Hart is trailing Markkanen immediately. Markkanen fakes, and now Josh Hart loses on-ball positioning. Markkanen drives right to the basket, and nobody sees a damn thing. Although you could say Yurt-7 was trying to clear a lane for Markkanen, but nobody picked him up. That's bad defense.
You also had somebody open to the right, too, and that he could have easily flipped it out, and nobody would have picked it up.
Let's see. I'm going to see what Brian's talking about. Drives.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
He had Dunn open. You're right. He had Dunn open.
Could have been completely open for a 3 if he would have decided to throw over because quickly abandoned the assignment.
You would say that's I'm not going to say it's overhelping because Hart lost his guy. So quickly had to overhelp, not his fault.
Yeah.
But that was the situation. But let's go to the Clippers game. And we're going to document some of the stuff that happened during that Clipper game. But let me see. Let's first of all watch something that I wasn't watching the first part of the game or to see this, but Jericho Sims absolutely got lit up by Ivica Zubac at this point.
was struggling.
All right, so
Zubac is that dude.
Randall drives, layup, just fucking no go.
I don't know what that was.
Harden drives in transition, driving. You have Randall. No, that's Barrett picking up. Wide open lane here. Zubac, if he wanted to, could have dumped it off and drove to and dumped it off to Kawhi Leonard, but he doesn't. And you're going to see this. Absolute poster job.
Off the team right after that, he should be.
Here we go. Harden in transition, drives, Zubac, one step, poster. But I'll be honest, I don't think Jericho Sims has played all that well, personally. I still think he has that sudden rawness, but let's go back to the three-point defense. This is regarding the Clippers now. Let's see. Let's see. Leonard's 3 on Randall. We have that. Hold on. Here we go. Let's watch this. 71-81. It's a 10-point game. You've got Harden with the ball, Devo right on him. You have Kawhi coming in an off-ball screen, and Randall goes right under the screen. Absolutely no communication from the defense. Watch that again. Harden one-on-one. Look how wide. Look at Leonard's shot here. Look at the shot quality. Wide open. Listen, Jacob, I do like Sims' motor, but I still think he's a bit raw. Let's watch that again. Watch how much open space Leonard gets. Paul George sets the off-ball pick. He catches R.J. Barrett, but Randall does not go through.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look at Zubats there. He was working one-on-one with Jericho Sims, and then he was waiting in the lane, and he just, grabs Randall right there to slow him down as well.
That's what I talked about with the screen navigation. It's less than ideal. But let's go back to the three-point defense. Bring that up. Okay.
11.
All right. Paul George in transition. Goes to the right. Drives. This is another scenario of over-switching. George drives inside. Could be a charge. Leonard kicks to an open three. Now we're going to focus on what happened inside. Sims was a second-rounder, yes. But let's watch. George one-on-one. This is what I talk about point of attack, not containing on the perimeter, allowing guys to drive. You see, Sims is playing high because Zubats is setting the screen high. And Sims is not playing down low for rim protection because Zubats is high. But anyways, so there's no level of protection, essentially. It's basically anybody's game. George one-on-one drives right by DiVincenzo. I don't know why DiVincenzo's not guarding his right hand instead of his left. Jalen Brunson comes to help, which his man is actually Terrence Mann. Not a pun. No pun intended. And Randall slowly starts to come off of Kawhi Leonard. George drives and kicks to Leonard for an open three. That's the lack of point of attack defense the Knicks have. Let's pull up another video file. One more three, and then we'll get to point of attack, and then we'll wrap that up. Let's see. Let's see. And the Knicks transition D late in the second quarter was atrocious too. They gave up 3 consecutive threes in transition.
Another turnover.
All right, let me move that. Hold on. Let's move this. All right. In transition, Terrence Mann, not one single soul picks him up for 3. It's like they abandoned him. Here we go. This is essentially, right now, you've got Zubats down the court. In the half court, it's a 4v4, so anybody could pick him up. Man, wide open. Nearest guy was Randall, but doesn't pick him up and shoots the 3. So it is a shame. It is a shame because the effort sometimes by these defenders is it's arbitrary. It's like, okay, we pick one, we want to play defense. But what can I say? Let me pull up. Let's watch this. This is what's up to Jose. This is all effort on Julius Randle.
9.
This is a quick off-ball cut and one. There's nothing complicated about it. Here we go. Inbounds play. This is Paul George looking inbound. Man's going to set an off-ball screen. And Leonard goes around. It's not even a screen. It's just a foul and an one right there. Watch that one more time. Leonard drives the basket. Randall's like, ugh, I got to play damn defense. Watch it again. Leonard drives and lazy defense there. We'll get in about 2 more point of attack plays because I think we've established the lack of point of attack defense and perimeter defense from the Knicks. Let's see.
I think so too. I think we're getting there.
I think we'll get 2 more in. Let's see. Randall late to cover. Here's the Randall late to cover.
Teams at
All right. Last 2. George against R.J. Barrett. You're going to have Leonard come across. This is his bag. Ever since he's been a Spur, ever since he was a Spur, a Raptor, whatever, this has been his bag, the classic mid-range jumper, and Randall does not guard up against it. Here we go. You're going to have Zubats play low, sets a little bit of a pick. Randall just goes the left way instead of the right way, which is questionable. But last one, I promise.
Okay.
And we're going to watch Norman Powell, who also had a very good night. Harden one-on-one versus RJ Barrett. Harden doing a couple of dribbles, kicks to Powell. Look how off position Hart is.
Hart was staring at Harden the whole time, and he was drifting. He was frozen, wasn't paying attention to the guy to his left.
Absolutely right.
Watch. He wasn't looking at him.
He's moving in for like help defense. Obviously, that's the attention Harden can garner, but
yeah, but you got to trust your guy. You're paying RJ how much money to be in a one-on-one situation to guard.
You're absolutely
Hart's
right.
got to trust that, and if not, you got other guys you could pick up on. I'd rather to see a guy pick up and leave Amir Coffey open in the corner. I'd rather see Quickly come up and pick up that.
Or somehow maybe you have Powell drive and, Grimes can pick him up and then Hart rotates the corner where he has man and man doesn't take an open shot. And then you would have Grimes just on Powell. But we're going to see this end of this play. It's a tough lay. I'll give credit to Hartenstein for the hands up defense, but this layup shouldn't even ever happened.
That's all Hartenstein could do because you can't really contact the guy.
And that, my friends, is the lack of point of attack defense from the Knicks, and that will continue to haunt them unless they make a move or unless somehow they play better and actually learn positioning and fundamentals and discipline.
Yo, Seattle's actually giving a fight to Philly right now.
Really?
There was just a flag thrown on 4th and 2. It's going to be against the Eagles, like pass interference type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They're going to get an automatic first down. Drew Lock might have a touchdown on this drive to tie the game.
All right. Are we ready for the second to last segment of the year?
Let's answer Jacob's question first. I think we'll do that first. I think we should do that.
Hector and Jigga are having an interesting discussion this morning. Who would you have drafted if you were the Knicks right now during the Zion draft?
RJ.
What are we at third? Are we assuming how the draft went?
If we were like a today kind of
are we saying if we still had pick 3 from that draft, or if we had the first pick?
Because the way I interpreted that question was if you had same pick number 3. To me, I would still draft RJ Barrett. No, I would have gone Garland. That's a good point. Garland's an all-star.
I would say Darius Garland's the guy I would go with over RJ.
RJ. To be fair,
I probably would take him first overall, knowing what I know now.
Knowing what you know now, but a lot again. RJ, had a lot of hype coming out of Duke.
No, he did, and I don't think it was a bad pick. I think it was probably, at that position the Knicks were in, I think it was the second best guy they got out of the possible guys. You remember that draft class, right?
Yeah,
the guys that have panned out besides RJ and Garland, because obviously Zion and Ja were already gone from there, but they have their issues and whatnot. You had Tyler Hero in that draft.
DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter was another guy.
I'll give you a guy, Nick Claxton, too. Don't forget about him.
Claxton was a guy. I think Keldon Johnson was a guy as well later in that round.
Horton Tucker was in there, too.
I want to say he was drafted in 2018, Keldon Johnson. I could be wrong, though.
He was drafted in 2019.
Okay. So here's some guys.
We forgot a couple others, though. Like Tyler Hero was in that draft as well.
Well, that's what John just mentioned.
And P.J. Washington and Matisse Thybulle. If you want to go defensive route, you got Thybulle and Grant Williams. I thought I could get away with that. Okay. Mm-mm. So me and him are equal at zone outs. We're equal.
So, as John mentioned, Garland. There was also here's some other picks that didn't work out: Cam Reddish, Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, Kobe White.
Yeah, those guys just didn't work out. So I'm not mad at the RJ pick.
No, I'm not either. I think he's failed to improve on his weaknesses. He's a disappointment as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
You can also add to that list Jarrett Culver too.
Swear to God, he just said that. Ryan, come on, man.
I
I
said
swear he
Jared
didn't.
Culver.
I didn't hear it.
I
God.
said in the top 10 of the 2019 draft, here's some other guys. Jared Culver, Jackson Hayes.
Well, you
Roy
led with
Louis
Culver.
Hachimura.
You led with Culver.
Oh God.
I
You
said
led with
in
Culver. I thought you led with Hunter.
that was in another sentence. That was in another sentence.
Please, oh Lord, bless O'Brien and his head. Amen.
Now before we get to our hijinks, as I call them, can I just grab a bottle of water?
Yeah. While you do that, I can actually explain what's happening. So,
Okay.
before we get to the end of the year video, which will close us out for 2023 in terms of live streaming,
Santa hat for this.
he's going to go back to his Santa hat. We did a little secret. It's not Secret Santa because we know who it's from. The three of us have the four of us have collaborated gifts for each other. Not big gifts, but teeny tiny hijinkses, jokes. I don't know who got what, but for instance, me, John, and Brian got Luca something. John, Luca, Brian got me something. So whoever the gift was for, the other three worked to get it and worked to come up with that idea. So that's going to be the interesting part, is we're going to unfold these gifts and see who gets what and what the joke is, if there's a joke behind it. If not, just all fun and games and all fun and stuff. And then, of course, at the end is the video of Ryan.
Now I'm going to add this. Alex, no matter what we do, you're opening yours last.
I'm opening my last. Okay. I kind of actually envision that.
I'm guaranteeing it.
Kind of envision that because I'm like, you know what? I'm the creator of this channel. I'm the CEO of this channel. Kind of have to go that
when
way.
I made this decision, I kept you in mind big time for this. Now, keep in mind, we did have a spending limit. We didn't want to go over too much.
We didn't want to, spend $700.
Even though the shipping alone to get the stuff to you guys is like $50.
All right, so guys, I might have to return a giant ship coming your way and a giant helicopter. That might have been more than 700.
Yeah,
but
I think I also messed up because I bought a gift for each of you.
That's fine. We could just sort it out afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I did get one package. I got one package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
So who's going first?
It's also spelled my name wrong. It says Brian.
You know what? You know what? If Alex is going, I was gonna suggest we do the gifts by like a wheel, but if you want to go last, Alex,
I think it's the best thing we could do is save him for last.
Save him for last. Okay.
How about the chat decides who goes first?
How about the chat? Has
let's actually have that. Let's see. Let's put a poll.
You got 32.
I was gonna say also, like the chat can decide. That's fine. But like, are we gonna do clockwise, counterclockwise?
Well, the chat's gonna decide. Chat's gonna.
Armin says Luca.
I just said that. I said an alternative.
That's not an error.
Yes, it is.
That's not an error.
Yeah, John, you just phased out for the second.
I didn't phase out at all.
I said an alternative
to
the chat. I said maybe we could go counterclockwise. I said I know we're going by the chat.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know if you knew that. That's not a phase out.
I was here when he said it.
I didn't know.
Oh my god. All right.
So it looks like
that tonight at some point.
All right. So Luca, that's the vote we got.
Luca goes first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All righty. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Luca goes first.
We're gonna put him on the big screen.
Okay. Right. Yeah, please do. Christmas present, huh?
This might be for me. We'll see.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Good one. We almost always win. Jets football. I love it. Love it. That's essentially like the Hayes shirt that he's got me. But this is awesome. I love it. I am wearing. If you want, I can put it on right now.
It's up to you. It's your call, man.
All right, give me a second. I'll put it on.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Etsy is an amazing site. Etsy's amazing.
All righty. Still here. Just want to put it on.
You almost always win Jets football.
That's amazing.
Come get some. That's
All right. So I think next in the order technically is I think Brian, right?
Okay.
All right, Sir Brian.
Let's go, Brian.
Here we go. What did you guys did not? You did not.
Brian, what is it? I don't know.
Yeah, the chat has to know, Brian. You gotta pull it out.
Do I have to put it on rather than show it?
You can show it. You don't have to put it
you
on.
can show it.
Okay. It's a clown suit. A clown suit. It was only fitting. It's only fitting given the profile pictures that we've used. With the pictures we've
Clown
used, I
suit.
love it. I love it. I'm definitely going to use this to scare some people.
Well, there's your
100%.
costume for next Halloween, and when your next bad take comes on the show.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. This is great.
Bro, we gotta have like a
Great choice.
picture. We gotta have like a picture of some sorts. We gotta have Brian in the costume, the clown costume, next to me in the princess costume.
Oh, we got to do something like
What
that.
are me and Alex gonna wear during that?
We don't wear anything. We just
Oh
laugh.
no, Alex, you can wear your Vern costume.
Oh, yeah.
So we, John, don't you have a costume?
You could dress up as Rick and Morty.
I could do that. I do have a.
He does have the
That's
wig.
possible.
That's-
So that'll be next year's deal, or is this just going to be?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure
We
it out.
will. We always do.
All right, John.
All right,
It's your turn.
Professor A. John has it in the bag.
By the way, I'm just loading up the video. I'm not actually putting it on the screen. So if it goes on the screen, just disregard.
This is going to be
Just a
great.
better
Oh my God. Oh, you got. I'm gonna burn it. Alex, there's gonna be a song that you need to play, and I think you know what you need to play.
Let's see if I hopefully, I'm pretty sure I still have it. Oh, yes, we do.
Okay,
Yes,
wait.
we do.
You got to show the shirt first.
Wait, no.
I'm gonna
We
show
gotta
it
pre-
once-
We got to prequel it. We got to prequel it.
Okay,
with the
fine.
song.
Pre it. Fine, pre it.
And it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. So it works.
It's perfect. It's the season.
Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la.
You earned it, John.
This
You
is
earned it.
awful. A Dominic Leone Mets shirt. Oh my God.
Dude, I went through so many options of what to do for you, and I was like, this is the only way to go. This is
The
it.
bane of the 2023 existence for the
With
New York Mets.
Feebles.
The Feebles.
The
Yeah.
longest 3 months of your life with him.
Oh my God. That
Oh
is
my gosh.
horrific. Horrific.
Right? Armin says that's the
Amazing.
best gift by far.
And Seattle just picked off Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, yeah, I just saw that. Nice
A
play.
bunch of clowns.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's
Professor
we're saving the
A.
best for
John
last.
gets his gift.
This is the best for
Dominic.
last. Trust me.
Go
El
ahead, Alex.
Presidente. El Presidente.
All right. What did you get?
Can't wait for this one.
I got a package.
I was definitely considering Vogelback for John. It was so
Yes,
tough.
you
though.
were actually.
There
Yep.
were so many. I want to give him an autographed Danny Vogelback card. There were so many things.
It'd be
This is going to be amazing.
I swear to God, I don't know what it is.
It's like get a
Look at this shit.
yes, yes. There we go.
We did
I
it.
saw a fucking 9. I'm like, God damn it.
There we go. Giants legend Kenny Galladay. Woo.
On clearance. On clearance.
That was a pretty good deal.
Got it on clearance. Oh my gosh.
You know, I might have to wear this at some point.
I was going to say, it's probably one of the most
Oh, I
high
guess-
quality Giants jerseys you're going to have.
I guess we're gonna have to all wear this at one point. You're gonna have to wear your Galladay. I'm gonna have to wear my Dominic the Donkey. Brian's gonna put on his clown suit, and Luca,
Yep.
while wearing a Jets shirt,
God.
will wear his princess costume.
Yeah,
My God.
that's gotta happen. That's gotta happen.
What's hysterical though is I'm not kidding you. Originally, that wasn't the choice.
It wasn't.
What I
Listen.
wanted to get you, they didn't have in your size, and I was pissed. I was
Oh.
gonna get Kadarius Toney.
Oh, good God.
I was
I'm
so
sure-
close, but they
I sure
ran
that's-
out of the
I
size,
hate
and it was
you, baby.
cheaper than that.
Elite
It
level
was like
comments
this
by
ran me like
Armin.
30.
Galladay for the holiday.
Yes,
Woo!
sir. I was so close pulling the trigger on Tony, but I was like, he needs something he's actually gonna wear. So I got it. I got you Galladay.
Well, I mean, like, what the fuck is the difference?
I don't know. You're still gonna wear it. It's high quality jersey.
All right. All right. Who is ready
Man.
for the year-end best moments video? Now, I do put this out.
Can I pee first and we play some Jeopardy
Yes.
music?
Yes. So I do put this in. Right. Let me share the screen for all of us. I do proclaim this that there are 2 missing clips that I did want to put in. They're going to be in the year-end video. When we release this video, and it's going to have 2 more clips in it, probably towards the end of the week, or maybe even towards the end of the year, probably like December 29th or 30th. One of those clips is where Mr. Brian decided to mix up Jesse Chavez and Julio Urias.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna be in there.
And then when either when John and Luca make fun of Trae Young, or John investigates construction outside of his house. But I'm telling you now, surprisingly enough, I did do math. Last year's videos were combined 35 minutes. This is 31 minutes. So this will
This is
obviously,
gonna be a long video.
but it's gonna be a lot of good moments.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
So let me know when everybody's ready, and we will continue.
Is everybody in chat ready? That's the question. Are they ready for this?
And it's the best part.
Let me
it's not,
advertise this. Let me advertise this.
all right. It's not in chronological order.
Oh, that makes it even better.
It's not in chronological order.
That means we don't know when it's coming. I love
You
it.
don't know what's coming. You don't know when it's coming. All right. Well, John just
Give me 1 second.
did the thing with the camera, so I'll wait for him.
Give me 1 second. I just want to advertise this. Make sure all of our views maybe can come on.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good.
1 second. And
Lucas typing out a tweet.
yes, I am. I'm trying to advertise.
Once you post it, I got to retweet it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Everybody on panel and everybody in the chat retweet what Luca's gonna tweet. That way you get more people. And even if you're on Twitter too, like retweet Boys Big Apple Pod. He's gonna tweet it, and like whenever he tweets it, he's gonna tell it.
All right, hold on. Because you want to share this out, obviously. It's accessible to everybody who follows me. I
Only
see.
fitting. Let's know when you're ready.
All right, I just tweeted out.
Waiting for
Everybody, go retweet Boys Big Apple Pod. End of the year video. All right. Everybody retweet it. And if you don't, John's going to put you in the Book of Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
it. Got it.
Is everybody ready?
Go ahead.
I am ready.
Yeah, the Panthers are just a better team.
All right. So I am the only one going the Saints. That's fine. What's their phrase again? CAR. C-A-R. No. No.
What? What kind of phrase is that?
For clarification, the phrase I was asking for was keep pounding.
Over the Panthers, dude.
Car.
That was brilliant. Oh, we've already got our first segment for next year.
The first funny clip. And I stayed true to my word.
What a phrase. That defeats all phrases ever. That beats the Rock's catchphrase. That beats the Roman Reigns catchphrases. John Cena. They got nothing.
God.
They got nothing on this man.
Look how they massacred my boy.
It's really fucking good. Steelers. Oh no, the Steelers traded up. They're gonna take Jones.
No. Come on. No.
Luka just ejected himself.
No. Fuck you. Please take a corner. Take a corner. Now
They could take a corner. I'm not lying.
Take a corner. They could take a corner. I'm gonna hold out hope. All right. I never have hope, but I'm gonna hold it out for this time. Take a corner.
Why would they take a corner if they could just get a corner? Because they know that the Jets aren't going to take a corner.
Donald, shut up. Let him take a corner. Let him take a corner.
I am Donald, and I love. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Perfect.
Fuck. I hate that fucking fuck. Get that fucking thing off my fucking name. I ain't fucking standing for that shit. That English asshole. Get that fucking thing out of here.
All right, I will re-edit the headline.
Jesus Christ. I ain't done nothing to any of you guys for me to deserve that. Nothing.
Hey, it wasn't my idea.
Donald, I promise you will like this one. Gordon Ramsay is my hero.
There we go. That's better.
With the 57th pick in the 2023 NFL You're draft, ready for a Braze overreaction.
Mm.
The New York Giants select. Hi, Sneaky G. I met you in person. The New York Giants select. Yes! Yes! We got him! We got him! Ah! AMS was
We
the
fucking got him!
Ah!
We got him! Let's go! Ah! Ah! We got him!
That's a slam dunk.
Big fucking blue!
Big Blue! Ah! Ah!
Go! Oh my!
That might be the best
God.
move of the Giants season.
We got him!
And it was.
We did it!
On the Trout side, have you carried over to the Judge side? Or are you still campaigning was that talking about Trout earlier. is better?
I still think Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani are just better than Aaron Judge. And not,
Oh.
and what do you mean? Hey, Donald, question. Which player has finished in the top two in MVP voting 7 times? Was it Aaron Judge? No, it was Mike
Just
Trout.
nonsense, man. Just nonsense.
It's nonsense.
Well, you go. Keep going.
Put that tarp on.
No. This is ridiculous, man.
This is redonkulous.
If we go, John, should I wear a Plaxico Burress Jets jersey if I end up going to the Giants game?
I mean, if you have all 10 fingers, I guess I don't see why not.
Wait,
What?
You don't get it?
Hey,
Plaxico Burress, not
that was-
Jason Pierre
that was
Paul.
Oh,
Jason
fuck.
Pierre-Paul.
Why am I? I'm thinking of. I'm an idiot, man. That was
That's
me.
the worst someone who shot himself in the
Yeah,
foot.
no, I was thinking. I don't know why I think of Jason Pierre-Paul. My bad. That was a dumb one by me.
Yeah, that was a little bit off.
Kind of obvious at this point.
Oh no, he's getting something. No.
Bad take, Brian.
Oh no!
Wow. No. What is it?
Look at the
Oh
screen.
my God!
Wow, he did it. You know what? I'm not even shocked that he did it.
Listen, I had a feeling we are going to do a prediction on this show. And it was kind of obvious where I had to go with this. It's too much. I can't go against it. Look, Donald had to turn his screen off. He can't take it. Look, I know you guys hate Eagles with a passion, but it's kind of obvious at this point.
Brian,
There's so much of a talent mismatch between the Eagles and the Chiefs for me to stick around here and say that the Chiefs are going to win. So give me Philly. Philly
Pick
winning
him
by
off.
10.
Pick him off
If I do
right
a score
now.
prediction,
Get him
and that was a
off.
bad
That's
take.
a bad way.
I was about to say John was raising his hand, but he's
No, I was saying bad take.
What is
Bad
that?
take.
You're a
What's your
fucking
bad
Knicks
take
fan.
counter in here?
Or you're whatever fan. I don't even know what fan you are.
Wait, what hat did you just put back on? Is that Charlotte Hornets?
I can. Let me see if I can get it.
What the fuck is that?
Charlotte Hornets.
I need to see a 5-step
space in my
drop.
room to do a 5.
5-step drop, Brian. Come on, let's go.
I'll
You're
try
only
it
getting
one
this
more
here,
time,
folks.
if I can. I think I have to take a
We're
tap.
doing
I
some
can
quarterback
still have
auditions, so if you
I'm
guys-
still happy.
5.
Okay. He doesn't go backward. You know what?
Okay.
That's really the best I could do. Unless I snap this point, just go. Let's come out of range and through.
That's an 8.5.
That is correct. And hold up. Here's Zach's grade.
Nothing.
Because he
Nothing.
is.
Hey.
It's such a joke. It's such a joke. This team is so bad. Why don't they learn their lesson? Why do I have to learn the lesson for them? I have not done anything to anyone. I'm a nice human being. Here it is. Francisco Lindor in the box, right? Strike one. Don't worry, I got it, Buck. Here's strike two. Let me change sides. I might be better on the right side. Strike three. Oh, that's okay. I get my $340 million. Marte, you're up now. Three. Oh, great try. Tommy Pham. 1, 2. There's another run because the New York Mets are fucking. I'm not watching Bijan cook the Jets.
You're a liar. You're gonna end up watching.
I'll make sure to be occupied and do something. Okay, I'll make sure to do something else.
We all say at the end of the day, oh, I'm not gonna watch this team, but you come back because we're fans, and that's what we do. We endure the fucking.
I'm not enduring anymore. I can't take it anymore.
That's what everybody says they can't take anymore.
It's
and then
2011, 2012. We haven't made the playoffs.
John, right now you are in a better position than I am with hockey. You got the first place, blue shirt bitches. I'm sorry, I got to say something negative. But so you could watch the Jets Falcons game, okay?
No, I repeat,
I know you're. Yeah,
Takes the snap. Throw.
No!
Intercepted. Matt Milano with the pick to the 35-yard line. And there's a penalty flag, but there's probably going to be after the play.
We trusted this fucking quarterback.
What was
Can
that?
you pause it? It's going to be my reaction here was 100% on for the rest of this season. Be unsportsmanlike conduct regardless. You fucking moron. Get off the field. How many times did we illustrate on this fucking podcast, preseason or whenever? You cannot put somebody who is in a mental rebuild, football-wise too, mental rebuild, whatever, in this type of situation. God forbid Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. God forbid he gets fucking hurt. And I talked about the long developing plays and all of that. I'm not sitting here trying to say, oh, I got right. No, I don't want to be right.
That was terrible. Who was he looking for?
Lazard or Wilson or Cobbs, somebody like that. He's fucking terrible. And I'm going to say it outright, just like John is. He's fucking terrible. How much real confidence do you have at him as the quarterback of any football team? Put him on the Cowboys, they wouldn't make the playoffs. Put him in on any playoff team, they would not make the playoffs. He's not good. This was supposed to be a mental reset for him this year. But instead, okay, let's put you behind Aaron Rodgers. Okay, that's fine. But you're quarterback too? Come on, man. I mean, seriously. You're talking about a guy that's worse than Sam Darnold, Jets Geno Smith, Mark Sanchez. Fuck.
Jordan
Right.
Whitehead's had the 3 picks,
Very
but Williams has
solid field
been.
position at least right
Come on,
now.
Gibson. Come on, Gibson. Come on, Gibson. Come on.
He's
Go.
got past the 40.
Go away.
He's
Go.
got 30.
Go.
20.
Go. Go.
Touchdown. Yes.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Xavier Gibson, the
Holy
rookie,
hell!
the undrafted free agent with a key touchdown.
Oh
The
my
New
God!
York Jets have
There's
pulled
no
off the
way!
upset and have stunned the world of football. Down and
Look at
goal.
the
Very
hope and
important.
optimism in their eyes.
Prove me wrong.
After one win. Play clock winding down. Wilson, he throws it.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch!
Tre'Davious White gives it up to Garrett Wilson.
Wow.
With a wonderful circus catch. And the Jets are an extra.
What a
point.
fucking grab! What a fucking grab!
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I just want to plug this. Okay. Now let's get back to it.
Do we all see it?
Jets
Oh,
quarterback.
jeez.
We have the
wheel-
wheel.
Can we run
of
down?
Jets
Can we run?
quarterbacks.
Can we run down the list real quick?
I was gonna read the names.
Okay.
All right, are we ready? Everyone sees it, right? Want to make
Yes.
sure. Chat, we all see it. All right, we got. Well, now these are some tryouts because I'm fed up with Zach Wilson, so we're gonna have tryouts, guys. I know we did a little tryouts on the Sunday call-in show last night, but you know what? We got to give it to the wheel of Jets quarterbacks to really help us out here. So we're gonna have 3 spots opened up. All right, we got one Achille Testaverde, crippled Chad Pennington, 53-year-old Brett Favre, butt fumble Sanchez, Kellen Clemens throws a pick, Gino breaks his jaw, Michael Vick, the dog killer, Ryan Fitztragic, we got Bryce Petty, the legend here, Ghost Boy Darnold, Luke Falk subbing in for Trevor Siemian, so a package deal there. Of course, we have Brian Johnny Mansell. We also threw
course.
Armin for the win for his audition last night. Pick Machine Richard Todd. We got 61-year-old Frank Reich. We got one leg Aaron Rodgers, legend Josh Johnson, and of course Mike White against the Bengals. All right.
Okay.
Hold
No,
on.
what about, hold on a second. Can I add? What about Mike White broken ribs? Broken ribbed Mike White.
I was just
I
gonna
like
say against the
that.
Bengals.
I like that. Broken rib Mike White.
All right, fine.
Or
We'll-
ribless Mike
We'll
White.
change it up. Sure. All right. Here's the first spin, guys. Good luck, everyone.
I bet it's
And
gonna be Gino.
oh, it's broken.
You got Mike White.
Mike White.
Broken rib Mike White.
All
Threw a
right.
68-yard touchdown yesterday for the Miami Dolphins.
Let's
So that-
go. Mike
QB1.
White's on the roster again. All right. This is great. This is a great start. All right. Here's our next spin. That's one quarterback we got.
You know, we should have put radio on there.
Radio on here.
Oh, it's crippled
Chad
Chad
Pennington.
Pennington.
I'd say shoulder blown at Chad Pennington.
That's right. Shoulder blown out, crippled Chad Pennington. All right. Not a bad start, you know. 2 guys I can respect have some injuries. That's okay, though.
That means the
All
third
right.
one's gonna be shit.
Who are we rooting for? I got Armand on this third spin. Armand, I know it's you. I know you can do it. Come on, win for me. Win, Armand. And oh,
Yeah, I got
Yes.
Armin.
Armand's one of our quarterbacks.
Let's go.
Little arrogant pass, but a good defense there from help defense there from RJ Barrett.
Did you say arrogant pass? I think you meant arrogant.
Oh my gosh!
I did mean I don't know why I said arrogant.
What happened?
Seattle just took the lead with 28 seconds to go.
Jesus, yeah, they did. I meant Aaron pass.
It's okay.
Philly's about to lose.
Is everybody ready? All right, here's
sure
my
you know.
favorite. 3, 2, 1.
This is what happens, everybody, when you root for the New York Jets.
It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside.
Oh my god.
Take the stupid nose off. Hello, everybody. This is what happens when we root for a Mickey Mouse organization. I hope everybody's well. Happy Monday, all.
Happy Monday.
Mickey.
Don't call me Mickey.
Mickey. DJ Chark, Adam Thielen. The offensive line hasn't been great.
They drafted Jonathan Quick. They still have Terrace Marshall for some reason. Like, he's been an outlier.
Did you just say they drafted Jonathan Quick?
You meant
Jonathan Mingo, excuse me.
They drafted a New York Rangers player. Okay.
They drafted the backup goalie for the New York Rangers.
Good
Anyways,
job, Luca. I'm glad he's got hockey in his mind. First off, Robert Sal. I hope I never have to hear Robert Saleh speak on any injury of another player again, because he either can't diagnose his players, has given us wrong diagnosis, and Luca will tell you. Luca, when we had our secondary injured, what did he originally say?
Well, DJ Reed originally, they said, he's gonna clear protocol. He just has to go through a couple of hurdles, but never cleared.
Hold up.
Until
About Sauce Gardner. What was the designation before the concussion?
They said.
What was the word he used? Illness. We're diagnosing illness as concussion. One is a sickness, the other is to your head. How hard is that to understand? Here, you know what? This was the chance of them winning anything last night. Went to that. Let's do it again. Right here. Went to that. And for one more time, right here. Went to that.
You ready?
Yes.
He's got one too. No. Oh my god. What are we doing here?
My boy got Riz. I am proud of you, Alex, in more ways than one. And I would recommend that you get married during the summer MLB All-Star break. So, and I better get an invite.
And the leading sacker, I'm going to say Micah Parsons, say one sack, because Jalen Hurts is really hard to get down. Luker?
I'm going to go Clinton Portis. What did I just say, Clinton Portis?
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What? Clinton Portis. Where the hell did that come from?
Let me pick your brain. Why were you thinking about Clinton Portis?
With the 15th overall pick, the New York Jets select a player by the name of. Okay, all right, JETS chant. All right, JETS. I like that chant. What the fuck?
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fuck off.
What? Ryan McDonald? No. What the fuck was that? We picked a day 2 guy in day 1. Why? This is a joke.
Look, they're all jumping around. They're celebrating.
Celebrating for what? We're the same old fucking Jets.
Wow, he can jump over a car.
I just shocked that they went for the
worst. Jermaine Johnson last year.
But basketball. That's what we know.
What are we doing? Oh,
he is athletic.
Stupid clowns.
Production 75.
You know, I must say, as a little put in right here, Luca, Alex, you might want to pull out your Jets can never finish shirt from Hayes. He's gonna do it, folks. He's gonna do it.
This is, you know what? I'm not even fucking wearing this hat no more. Fuck this team. God damn you idiots.
Oh my god, that wasn't even the pick I had in mind.
This is ridiculous, man.
McDonald had a farm.
God damn. He can take his fucking EIEIO to the fucking bank, all right? Because all he's going to do is cash in and do nothing for us.
Bro, there's so many better edge rushers on the board if you're going to take one. Miles Murphy.
think
we
Luka's-
good. You know what? We get the Jabba the Hutt, Wawa Becton, and now we get E-I-E-I-O Mr. McDonald's, all right, with the fucking Big Mac.
Bro, can I get like a chicken? Yes.
Oh, that's the shirt.
Oh,
There we
thank you,
go.
Blue City Empire Sports. I know we're down 4-0. Thank you. Let's pile on the more bad news. Come on.
Okay, let's try and think positively, right?
Positive. They took a day 2 guy. Day 1. There's nothing positive, Donald. The Jets developing players, they don't really do that very well.
What is he doing? Is he gonna jump out a window? Is he gonna hit himself over the head with a baseball
Is it
bat?
time to take a bat to the Tostitos again, Alex?
Oh no. Not my bag. Don't do it to my bag of Tostitos.
It's gonna be my bag because I deserve all the pain.
You gotta get it on screen, idiot.
Latest victim, bag of Tostitos.
Oh no.
Right.
So I did read up on our Will McDonald EIEIO. You guys run a 4-3, right?
Yes.
He's fit for a 3-4. It's like Luka's got dandruff.
Do they not do basic scouting? Do they not fucking do basic
done.
scouting?
Yeah,
What is basic scouting for?
They didn't do basic
They
scouting.
do all this little pre-combine scouting.
Big time.
Okay, they do all the other fucking scouts. The the player draft profiles. Is what they couldn't say. They couldn't tell you that this guy was a 3-4. Is it like the equal amount of a garbage truck? His worth?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I hate Nickelback. What are you doing, Alex?
What? How do you hate Nickelback?
Nickelback sucks. What are you talking about? Nickelback is my favorite. I
That's
despise
incredible.
them.
Why? What's wrong with you?
They're the worst band ever. What are you talking about? John was so
What?
They're the
I was
worst band
livid.
ever. Worst band ever.
Did you start taking drugs? Do you need to be
I
checked?
believe that for my entire life. There are so many bands better than them.
They're not very good, Nickelback.
The worst
They
band ever,
stink.
though?
One of the worst.
I disagree.
Dude, they're the song that they're most famous for. Their opening fucking lyrics are, "Look at this photograph. It always makes me laugh." Fucking stupid shit like that. Like, what are the lyrics? What are the lyrics? Look at this photograph. Every
All right,
time
you
it
are
makes me
That's a
laugh.
god awful impression, Luka.
I don't care. I hate Nickelback. They stink.
They do kind of suck.
I disagree with both of you, but we'll agree to disagree. Yeah,
Crackle
Crackle
Nuts agrees with John.
Yeah, wow. Who would have thought?
This
Steelers.
is how you remind
All right, now you guys are just like taking it extra down. Mr. James Corden supporter.
Players.
Yeah, Salah wants to give him patty cake and high fives. No, like Salah on the sideline when something goes wrong.
Yes. His white towel. Waving the white flag and throwing the towel in because Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh are hot garbage.
I picked the Jets last week and they won. I picked the Eagles and the Jets ended up winning. I picked the Jets against the Broncos. They won. I picked the Jets against the Bills. They won. Fuck it. Jets are taking a home victory.
Okay.
Can we acknowledge the username?
Oh, go to hell.
Gonna fire this one deep. Incomplete.
Did he drop that?
Yep.
So God help me, get him off the field. Get him off the field.
This team also does not show up when they are due for it, and I blame that on the coach. And I also blame it on the coach and the general manager for not getting a proper backup quarterback. And anybody who's trying to sell me the idea that any backup quarterback would have, like a Gardner Minshew or Teddy Bridgewater, the season was lost anyway. Come on this platform. Come here. I will debate you fucking live. Gardner Minshew has made basically the Colts an average NFL offense. He's not a great quarterback by the stretch of any means. But you know what? He can come in and he does the job right. He executes the plays. He gets guys he gets guys the ball. All of that. He has an appropriate game internal clock. Debate me live on this platform and tell me that Zach Wilson that any backup quarterback would be as bad as Zach Wilson. Any backup quarterback would be better. We would probably have 5, maybe 6 wins right now. You go back to the Patriot game, you go back to this game. Zach Wilson sucks. I don't want to hear the idea that the season was over once Aaron Rodgers got hurt. The season was over when Aaron Rodgers got hurt because you decided to put a pine coat at quarterback because you don't want to hurt the kid's psyche or his feelings. Enough of that shit. Hey, Zach, buddy. I'm just going to put the jet hat on here. You going to do anything with that? I mean, your starting safety, Jordan Whitehead, has practically saved this game for you. Do something, you fucking clown.
Clap with the snap. Herbert drops back, looks.
Oh, come on.
Middle.
Come on,
Almost.
Whitehead. You could have picked that off. You jackass.
Come on, Whitehead.
All you have to do is grab it when you're sliding and go down. That would be fine.
John, is this another case of spatula hands?
Yes. He was
God.
there, too. Ah.
Wilson looks.
Dude, seriously?
Come on.
Seriously.
I hate him. Why?
Bro's
Why?
just standing in the pocket the entire fucking time.
What a clown.
Joey Bosa with the recovery.
What a
The entire
clown.
fucking time. He is just standing in the pocket. Then he fucking
Clown. Yeah, get off the field. Jesus Christ. You haven't even hit puberty yet in the entire league. Some more news from Armin, as I do want to get to his comments. I don't ever want to ignore. Saints' Trevor Penning has been benched, according to Jeff Duncan. So, so that might, I don't know. That's not good. We just kind of previewed that. And
what's the hand up for?
Where was he raising his hand? I couldn't tell.
I don't know. It was just like he was doing.
Yeah,
this.
I was raising my hand.
But you weren't looking, so I didn't know if you were raising your hand.
But I have one final thought, and it's going to be something that pisses off a lot of people here because sometimes
Is
you
this
got
the
to
rant?
about how good your team is doing, right?
No.
And it's been nice to know that people immediately were jumping on the train of this offseason. Yeah, look, the Giants. We're probably going to go to the wild card. The Jets. We're probably going to go so far, right? Because of Aaron Rodgers and their hopes. Well, the Jets situation is completely crippled at this point. And the Giants decided to play like Joe Judge is still there. So, one of these teams that you guys felt was not going to be a playoff team, that wasn't going to be good, is now dominating. Does anybody want to guess which team that is? Anybody want to take a wild guess?
Your Tampa Bay Bucks.
I mean, I thought you'd get more creative here. I didn't think you'd get creative. I expected it, man. Look, this team right here, this team has been giving me hope. I can't explain it, but I actually got hope for this team. Not the Super Bowl. I'm not saying Super Bowl. I won't do it. I won't say it. But I think I'm back, and I'm going to say something that I haven't said since last year because I thought I learned my lesson. It's coming. It's coming. Be ready. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are winning the NFC South. And I'm going to keep building off that. After this season, they're going to give full credit. Big Jacob really wants to put the helmet on. I'm going to listen, I can't. My head will get stuck in this. It's too small.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you guys have already seen it on camera. My head's gotten stuck in it already once. But Baker Mayfield's going to finish the top 10 quarterback in the league this year. There, I said it. He's finishing in the top 10. Cry about it. He is finishing a top 10.
I mean, his passer rating is in top 10.
He's doing it.
This is on the record, so we'll review it at the end of the year.
I am saying it. We're going to see if I get redemption. I'm getting redemption this year. I swear to God.
2-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Here we fucking go again. Why do you want Dallas to tank though? Is like, do you want them?
He can't mean that. No, I'm sorry. I'm not
He was
buying it.
glossing. You guys were
This
talking
dude
about
was singing Kumbaya with Dak Prescott saying, "Oh, the picks are behind him from last year. He's not going to do this no more." No. Stop it. The Cowboys got punked.
2-2. Strike him out.
Wait, Luca, where is it? Where is it?
And Chisholm is yelling at the umpire.
Whoa! It's showtime!
Real quickly, wrong banner. Just would like to say. Almost 3 years in the making, and we have hit 1,000 subscribers.
Congratulations.
I have to give it to my gentlemen down below, every single one of them, and also every single one in the chat. I'm not one for emotional speeches, and I don't want to take too long with this, but shout out to Diggy and Entertainer for popping on and promoting this, and also the guys in the chat as well. Big Dash, every single one of you, 170 in the chat, and Donald as well, part of the channel, making all this work. So I have news.
What's that?
The New York Giants have moved back in the draft order, and the Jets have moved up to the 7th pick.
Fuck.
Well, the Giants already knows their pick. What's the Giants pick?
Giants are at 6, the Jets are at 7. Strike
No.
the schedule, baby. Strike the schedule, baby. Let's go.
Oh, was it because of this dumb loss?
Yep.
Oh, you stupid Philly. I hate you. I hate you, Philly. Swear to God, if that's why we move up, I'm going to be so frustrated.
John, don't blame them. Blame the meaningless win we had against the Texans.
That's right. You know what? You got to blame because Robert Sally says we need to win because we got to finish strong.
Finish, John. Finish, John was the quote this year. They had it on all the T-shirts. Remember?
And Joe Douglas builds the offensive line with Becton and Tomlinson, and they're that's what they are.
Well, it's come that time again. Wrapping up 2023 Boys of the Big Apple. I'm going to start with Brian for final thoughts.
This has been a great year. It really has. I have been so grateful to be part of this crew. Whenever you guys ask me to, come on, whenever you guys need a guest, I'm always quick to jump on whenever I can, with my work schedule and everything. I'm excited for the upcoming stuff with the Senior Bowl, which if you guys are still in the chat and you haven't heard already, we are apparently going to the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, last week of January, first week of February, whatever you want to call it. The game on February 3rd on Saturday in Alabama. We'll be there.
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt, Brian. This will be added in. I realized during the video, I forgot it, and I'm like, I got to add that in. So that will be added on when the video comes out, like 29th to the 30th. As I said, I got some clips to adjust, but Brian, keep going.
All right. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be really great. Obviously, still some technical stuff to figure out there. But again, this channel wouldn't be where it is without all of you guys. You guys have put so much work into this to make it so successful through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows. You guys have found ways to make this thing successful, consistent, and you guys have grown one of the best audiences I've seen in the sports community. And it's of real fans, too. It's not just some people who act like they know sports but don't know sports. Your community is actually intelligent. They're very smart. They know what they're doing. Even Jacob, who likes to rag on me sometimes. But you know what? It's just such a privilege to be part of something like this. And also, my Baker Mayfield take is still not dead yet. Number 10 in QBR right now. Number 10 in passer rating. He's got number 10. He's above Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Don't even start with me.
Okay. Luca.
Surprised Alex didn't call me Luker because that's been the 2023 trend. But final thoughts of 2023. It's been a joy. It's been fun. We hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Here's a cheerio. But regardless, it's been a fun year. We couldn't have done it without you all. G Nation Inside Sports, Armin, Jacob, all of you in the chat, all of you new subscribers, all of you loyal members are responsible for helping this channel grow. I mean, we come up with the content, the ideas, but you guys are here constantly supporting us. We can't do it here without you. We're what, 1.7K? We're close trying to get to that. We're about 20 subscribers away. We're trying to get there by the end of the season or the end of the calendar year. But it's just a thanks to you guys. We put these, we do these Boys in the Big Apple streams, for you guys. We do the call-in streams for you guys to call in, to talk to the panel, to give us Q&A, free and open. But you guys are, I just want to say you guys are the best. More exciting content coming for you next year, 2024.
Hey, John.
Well, again, just more thanks and gratitude to y'all. And you know what? As my final thoughts on the year, I might as well read the updated Book of Wonder, because I did bring in the Book of Wonder this year. So we might as well end off on it. Luca's in the lead, 139.85. Alex second, 134.90. And I'm last, 131.93. So we're all in the 130 range. All, still predicting games every week. But we appreciate all, whether it's to do this show, the Rise and Rush podcast, any game streams, any funny segments. We do appreciate the help. Guys, we're only going to get bigger. We ain't done. The job's not finished, as Kobe Bryant once said. So, guys, I'll let my co-host and owner/creator of the channel, Mr. Alexer, finish this out.
Yeah, Brian has we'll have something to present us as I'm, finishing out. But yeah, what a year it's been. Obviously there's a lot of things you don't envision when you first start a YouTube channel. Sometimes you envision that you might quit. Sometimes you envision you might do other things. Back in March, during that stream that was played on the last video, the last part of the video, we reached 1,000 subscribers. Now, there's some things that I would like to have back in terms of growth. I feel like we could have grown quicker, but everybody's got their time, and comparisons are the antithesis of joy. I've learned, and we've built I could say we built a pretty strong and diverse community here. With Giant fans and Jet fans and Knicks fans and all these sorts of people. Even if you're not any of those fans, you come and enjoy us for the comedy and all the stuff we provide. It means it means a lot to us. It really does. We're going to have new member stuff in 2024. And I mean that, because I know I haven't been necessarily there in terms of that. But like as a personal growth, oh my God.
There's no wig in here, so I can't properly do it.
Well,
we're in the suit, guys. We're in the suit.
Hold on, let me give him a round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause for Clown Brian. But obviously, we're growing more and more every year. We're doing different things. Obviously, me and Luca stepped on the field this year, doing some credential work for school, and I decided it was time for us to step up a little bit bigger and apply to the Senior Bowl credentials, and we got in. So we'll be there at the end of January and beginning of February, and it only gets better from there. And it's because of you guys. It really is. It's because of you guys. I just can't thank y'all enough, because there are some, as I said, there are some times where the planning has gone awry about certain things, but you guys have always been there and supported us through a lot of different shit. So there's still going to be content coming out. Video content's going to be there. Expect a few announcements around the new year, because I can't wait to reveal what I have that was not revealed in the show. Follow the socials. Follow these guys. Very important. Even the clown looking dude who looks like he's going swimming with the top hat thingy. But I obviously have to, besides the people in the chat, I have to thank these three guys. Because it would be very hard to sit here and do everything I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot of things, but I'm not complaining about it, because you got to eat. But all these, Lucas helped with research, John's helped with making content, and that's grown in subscribers.
That's content too.
Brad says Princess Luca dressing up has destroyed Christmas. I had cancer this year. You guys helped me through it more.
We appreciate it, Brad.
Of course, Brad.
Yeah, we're happy. We're happy to help.
Okay now, man.
I'm glad I always have someone to poke the bear and it gives me great joy to go at it with people, and this is all for jokes when we
good fun
when we nag each other and go at it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I would find it boring if you guys did it. Keep it on.
Yeah.
Keep it on.
Yeah, essentially, because like we wouldn't have any of those clips if we were boring people. If you guys were boring in the chat, like that would not happen. But as I said, I got to give it to my panel. You know, I got to give it to the people because I mean, to be completely honest with you, in terms of this content creating thing, I can't really think of 3 more people that have helped me out than these gentlemen here. There's certain other people that have, but I'm going to be honest. My team has been here and, you know, obviously supporting me and all this other stuff. And again, only moving forward, man. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm making it a goal within the first 2 months of the channel to get to 2K. Why not? Why not?
It's doable. You could do it.
Why not? But I'm going to shut up with the speech.
More streams like this.
Yeah. I'm going to shut up with the speeches and expect the Giants Saints podcast recap out tomorrow and some more baseball content along the way and some Giants football. But appreciate you guys. And, well, I know we won't be live. I will see you guys through content. So will John and maybe Luca. But as for live, we will see you in the new year.
Happy holidays, everybody.
2024 people.
Happy Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy holidays.
New Year,
Peace out.
guys.